sold me down the river, baby. You sold me down the river. Oh, hey, hey. Oh, you got me loose. Hey, hey. Down the river blue. I'm taking in what I can get, but I can't find the answers yet. Head in the water, slow my mind. I hold my breath until I'm found. In the silence, I'm healing. In this distance, I'm bleeding. You sold me down the river, baby. You sold me down the river. Oh, hey, hey. Oh, you got me loose. Hey, hey. Down the river blue. You take over my soul. You take over my mind. Hey, hey. Oh, you take over my soul. You take over my mind. Hey, hey. Oh, you got me loose. Hey, hey. Down the river blue. Lonely loves you. Down the river blue. Down the river blue. Down the river blues.
Look, a host. Welcome to chat, everyone.
I wouldn't ask you, but I've nowhere left to turn. Now I'm a stranger, it's a headline that I have earned.
Thanks for the tasty bits.
To withhold my words. If I could take the blows, I'd welcome the hurt. See the truth in my eyes, 'cause I'm falling apart without you. Would you give me your love if I could take it back? I'll take it back. How do I show you that I found the words to say? I wouldn't blame you if what you do is walk away, walk away. My only redemption is the fire never died. I don't have to tell you, I can see it in your eyes. And chasing my demons down and conquered my fears. I'm somebody stronger now, not leaving you here. How do I show you that I found the words to say? I wouldn't blame
There you go, chat. You can hear me now. We are live-ish. We are still getting prepared. We're still missing a member, but I figured I would talk to you, chat, about art. As you guys know, I'm getting new art. All the new art's being done. And tonight I'm going to show you guys a little sample. And the only sample you're getting is the new overlay for D&D. And I don't remember if I did it right or not. Alright. I am definitely live. Let me make sure all of this is set before I show you guys the big reveal, because we've had to refresh a couple times on our page. I want to make sure everything fits. Let's go to my channel, push refresh. Then it definitely hates you, because this many people would not be here if I was not live. Well, half of them would be, because that's the way they are. Alright, this should be close enough. As you see, we are missing the goblin. That's why the goblin's not where he belongs. Everybody else is in their position, just the goblin is missing. So, with that, let's show you the new overlay for D&D. And this will give you some kind of an idea of what you guys are going to see in the next coming week of all my other art. And there's a skirp to fill in the slot just when we need him. So this is a idea. This is give you guys like a little feel for what's coming. Hasn't that changed on Roll20 yet? Oh, right. GG. We got nice. I like the helmet. Nice prop. We got a goblin prop. The best. The best. Alright, we are going to now stop the music because it's D&D. We don't need music. Bloop! There goes the music, boys. And we're going to give you guys Discord, because you guys want to hear the rest of the gamers. And now you have Discord. You can hear the rest of the gamers.
I'm popping out chat, but I'm otherwise killing Twitch.
Ultimate power.
Oh, they're back.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for
Just
supporting the
begin the
dream.
last
3 months in
time.
a row, we need some sub hype. Hype. Get some sub up in this thing. Thank you for that 3 months, Killith. I appreciate it. Your continued support is always amazing.
I sense some sarcasm there.
What? No, I had no sarcasm.
Ooh.
You keep paying that $5 a month, buddy. You don't ever have to be here. You keep playing your Twitch Prime and remembering to push the renew button.
Right?
Whoa, what is that? My cam is a little low. That bit bust would have taken damage if I had it live. I didn't think we'd want it live. I don't know. I keep debating. Oh, it's still taking damage, guys. It's just I have it shut off. It's there. We can show it every now and then if you guys want to know what it is.
Tis the hope of a child, you monsters.
Meow. Meow.
Yeah, she's...
That's the sound of I've almost had enough. I've sensed the teeth coming. I hear the
That's
teeth.
not even...
That's just her idle animation.
All right, I think if we're all here, we're ready for a recap, right? We need that all famous.
Did Grog come back from AFK?
I see him dancing around on the monitor.
Okay, I don't have it.
His
Video up.
webcam's a little off. It seems. Looks like it's unless he's sitting in the wrong spot. There we go. Yeah, it just seems like he's sitting over the side, doing a little thing, doing the goblin dance.
All right. So when last we met, many things happened. Most of them, and by most of them I mean all of them, took place in the stately town of my cat's meowing. No,
That's
of Valaki. Ah, and she punched me in the face. Awesome. It's making this really hard.
I think we're going to need a DM cam at some point. This keeps up.
You guys are just going to see paws just constantly flying up at my face.
But the viewers will skyrocket. So
It's true. Cats sell, I hear.
Child of mine. That's enough. Thank you. All right. So you guys went to the inn, and at the inn, you believe that perhaps part of the prophecy might be fulfilled, as you met a man with a monkey, which was one of your card readings, and you proceeded to hang around town and try to find a safe harbor for Arena to hang out at. And to that point, you went to the local church. And after meeting with Tally and Skirp, more so Tally than Skirp, the father there asked you guys to look into a missing artifact that has been protecting the church from the dark powers in the lands of Barovia. After kind of walking around town for a while and trying to figure out where exactly these missing bones might have gone, in tracking down some sort of misguided street youth, you guys ended up in the N5 area, where you ran into a cart, and this cart had some sort of large cat in it that attempted to knock over the cart to get its skirp. Feeling that, or deciding to move on from that rather, you guys managed to get a hint that the child that might have stolen the bones was outside of town. No, that's actually what happened, Boo. Don't argue. I realize I missed something, thank you. Assistant DMs are a pain sometimes. It's not amazing. She gets to go down. She's about to get clocked in a different room. All right. God damn it. Oh, this is how DMs go crazy. Anyway, you questioned people throughout the town and got the notice of one of the Burgomeister's henchmen, a gentleman with a massive kind of demonic red right hand. You guys have, for the time, kind of skirted him. But he's taken notice to you. And from that information, as I tried to mention previously before I was interrupted by Kat, was you guys were let out of town to search for this kid that took these bones. Finding him, and under what was effectively duress, he told you guys that he sold the bones to the coffin maker, which you guys were just about to head up to when we ended. In addition to that, as kind of a couple of sides, you guys managed to catch somebody that seemed to have been following you, which was quite interesting. He apparently works for a Lady Voctor in town, who has invited you guys to come meet with her for some sort of unknown business.
Don't forget that Skirp punched him in the junk.
In addition to that, I believe that Skirp has taken on Kilt as his official squire.
Squire might be too strong
It's-
a word.
The fact that you guys have a donkey and a squire, it's getting real Don Quixote up in here. And I'm trying to think what else. You guys spent some time in the toy shop. That was the last bit. In the toy shop, you found an immense number of dolls, all carved to look like Arena, which she found very creepy. And the party discovered that the henchman of the Burgomeister, whose name is Ezek, has commissioned these from some sort of memory or vision in his head. Questions? Concerns?
I bought two
Aquaman.
of them, two things is from him as well. One for the squire and
Did you?
One for the squire and
Yeah.
did my mic cut
And
off? I'm
subs-
sorry. And
yeah,
one for
and
myself
substance.
during the whole speech, the thieves can't speech to get that information that led us outside to find out about the souls or whatever. The ashes, I think.
bones.
Bones. Things and stuff.
Holy artifact.
And I was commissioning the creepy dolls. He had a special feature about him, if I remember right.
Yes, he was the one that I mentioned you guys met in the town square, who had a kind of demonic red hand.
Ah,
Ezek.
Ezek. Of other importance is that you guys have been continually seeing groups of ravens on your kind of ventures through this town. Sometimes one, sometimes a mini flock of them just hanging out on tops of buildings, but always kind of as you walk into an area or you see them flying overhead as you're leaving, they appear to be following you in some way or another.
and when we talked about shooting at them, they flew away like they understood us, right?
Yes.
All right, so where does that leave us? We were going towards the coffin maker, is that right?
Yes. And that is on your maps, if I can find the page. Since completing my in-person group of this, I've removed all of my bookmarks from my book, so it's weird and empty, and it's disturbing. I believe, if I can find a map of town known as Valaki, it is N4. Or I've lied right to your faces. It is not N4.
In 4, I think, is where Voctor is that right?
Yes, that is correct. It is the Voctors. It is... Seriously, where are you? N6. Which Boo would have you know is apparently down here. So very close to the southern gates that you guys went out, which are just below that here.
Alrighty.
Indeed. So then, party of mine, what can I do for you?
I say let's go to the coffin maker since we're right here.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do seem to be getting sidetracked a lot by other things. But this was like one of the first things people asked us to do.
Cats keep getting in the way, and ravens, and all of them are black, and it's weird. It's kind of creepy.
Random people stalking us and getting punched in the junk.
Yep. person getting punched in the junk, not him punching the party. That'll be his revenge, though. Don't worry.
Junk punching.
Yep.
Scarp junk puncher.
He is known in some lands as
His dwarven name.
the legend may never die.
Junk Punchington.
All right. All of you must make saving throws against flavor. The uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight. There is an odd and deathly silence all the way around it. There's no like squirrels, there's no bugs, there's no chirping birds. It's just kind of like feels like it exists in this vacuum. No, Boo, there's not even cats meowing, thank you. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
She disagrees,
funny.
I guess.
Yeah, apparently she disagrees. Yes, so you're outside this rather imposing building. Not possible to see in due to the closed shutters. I mean, you could walk up and open a shutter if you wanted to peek in, but that's both creepy and rude.
Unless anybody else would like to do something, I'm going to go up and knock on the door. Or I guess check the door if it's open. Like, this is like a public coffin making shop kind of thing, right? Not like a home.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah. We're in the market.
Yep, you're in the market.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I think it's fair then to just go in if it's unlocked.
Yeah.
All right. The doors appear to be locked when you try them.
Is there any sign that says they're out to lunch or something?
Nope, nothing like that.
I'm going to knock on the door.
All right. And you hear this kind of gruff, like, "We're closed. Go away."
Tell them that we're in desperate need of coffee.
He says, "Come back later." He's already dead. He can wait another day.
Well, he's got us there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm willing to take that at face value.
I guess, can I roll insight to determine if I should take that at face value? Or is he? It's probably not a lot to go off of.
Yeah, not a ton to go off of. I mean, you can try to go off like tone of voice, but DC's going to be a little steep, shall we say. No reason you can't roll it, though.
What the heck? Let's roll something. Like 20 minutes in, let's do it.
He sounds a little impatient, perhaps, but that's about it.
I kind of whisper back to Skirps, like, yeah, but this guy stole something. If he stole those bones, he knows it.
What if he stole them and he doesn't know it?
He doesn't know it. Oh, man. What a mystery that'll be.
Okay, I'm still trying to shake off, like, the day and get my head in this D&D space.
Same.
I know we recapped, but
Space.
what's the significance of the bones that we're looking at here?
The preacher at the church
Okay.
let you know that they're effectively a holy artifact that helped protect the church against dark forces.
And we needed them back so that I can't remember her name would be protected
Okay.
when we went
Arena.
out.
Yes.
And they were stolen by the coffin maker?
No, they were
They were
stolen by some kids and then sold to him by.
Exactly.
So he's receiving stolen property.
Okay. Well, in that case, that sounds like the closest thing to a holy crusade that we've experienced.
Oh,
thus
jeez.
far. I am going to bang my tiny gauntleted fist on the door and demand that he opens up.
You just hear this. "I already told you to go away."
In
We're
the
not
name
open.
of justice.
I don't care if it's justice or the Burgomeister himself. Go away.
Final warning before we come out in there and drag your blaspheming ass out into the street where we can smite it more readily.
He says, the only thing I'll be dragging out in the street is you when I call the guards. Now, go away.
Anybody opposed to this so far? No.
Would it be simpler to just get the guards?
No. It wouldn't be simpler. Like, the simplest thing is just to break his door. That's. I'm gonna open his door.
Oh, right.
All right. The door is definitely locked, and it appears to be barred from the other side. A strength check will be required if you wish to burst such.
What about a war pick check?
I'd accept a weapon attack.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yep, that'll do it. I'm not even going to worry about the damage that's rolled. You crit. Yeah, you just lean into the thing, and it all but bursts off of its hinges, like almost perfectly. In fact, like you could, if you wanted to, just pick up this door as it is and like use it as a tower shield. It came so perfectly off of its hinges.
Thump. Before I step in, I'm going to make sure to secure my visor down in front of my face so that I have a more intimidating presence. And then I will just step through, like one step into the house, and look at him.
All right, that requires a scene change, and I have 0 idea where your tokens are, so I'll figure that out later. Actually, I do know your tokens are. They're at the inn. Yes, Boo, they are. Don't argue with me.
I need more props.
Just a moment while I get these
Do
dragged.
you have a war pick?
In the game or in
prop.
my prop?
In your prop bag?
Not yet. I didn't want to go full scale
That's fair.
because I'm trying to scale down to, like, miniature
Of course.
props. Oh,
Let me see. Front door. All right. What do you guys got on your side? Just black screens?
Yep.
We got line of sight, at least outside the building.
All right. Perfect.
do you mind if I step
You may
inside?
walk into the front door, yes.
Can you open that door for vision?
Yes, as soon as I figure out how to do that.
Okie dokie.
It's in here somewhere. Quiet you. Bah, where is that line tool?
That's probably not a big deal.
There we go.
We just step
Boom,
in.
open.
Oh! Whoa!
All right. I will I'll level my war pick at the man, and let's see. You better not be thinking about putting any more doors between you and I, because they'll get the same.
He's like, okay. Jeez, it was just a door. He's like, all right. And he's just, his hands are up in there. He's like, what do you want? You want gold here? And he starts reaching behind the counter.
Leave your gold where it is, unless, of course, you mean to donate it to the church.
I sort of nudge you.
He's like, are you Are you holding me up so I'll donate to the church?
No, just suggesting.
He just he looks at you and he looks at Dory. He's like, I'll make sure I make a donation.
Stealing holy relics cannot be fixed with donations.
It can, however, be fixed by returning holy relics. I'm gonna get a little
He's-
closer to him.
He's like, and he just kind of drops all pretense. He's like, they're upstairs.
Okay.
Says they're in the bedroom up the stairs.
Somebody want to go after him? Keep an eye on our friend here.
He says,
Where's the upstairs?
he says, if you go up here around the corner, take a right around the table. Wrong direction. There you go. There's a door up there, at least at the stairs. You can go upstairs. He's like, it's the first door on the, looking at the map, the left. And he says, there's a small kind of like family room, and then the bedroom's past that. Zeb, I will bring you over. Whoop,
Gideon
to the upstairs.
silently following Squirrel around like usual.
I am going to investigate. They are indeed
Alright.
where they say they're supposed to be.
I'm gonna hold on a second. I'm gonna clear the doors out on the way you're going. Nope, not that one. I think does not want to select. There we go.
Oh, you dropped my
Alright.
character sheet with that refresh earlier.
Did I?
Well,
I didn't touch character sheets.
No. When it reloaded, it might pop out. I don't know.
Oh. All right. So the doors are open. You should have line of sight over on that side now.
Okay.
For where you're shedding lights.
He said it was up here, right?
Yeah, he says there's a wardrobe, which is the little bit down there in the bottom right-hand corner of the room.
Okay. Is that investigate or something?
Yes, that would be correct.
Hopefully they're not hard to find.
They don't appear to be in here, based on what you just found. Or the
Gideon,
one
I
we
don't
just
see
made.
them. Do you see them?
Nope.
Gideon, if you're looking, active check. Investigation, please.
Hold on, I know how to do these things.
Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. You do, however, find the bones. In the wardrobe that Squirrel was checking out, there actually is a hidden compartment at the bottom of it. There are two sacks, one larger and one smaller.
What's in these sacks? We'll check the smaller first.
The smaller is full of coin.
Oh, so you're saying we found one sack?
Very funny.
As a
all of the
paladin?
coins bear the visage of a vampire that you're quite familiar with.
Cool.
As a paladin, my official stance on this is I'm downstairs.
I was gonna say you're not upstairs.
All right. Well, he'll hide away the little bag and show it to Squirrel, of course. But then I'm assuming the other bag is bones.
Yes, the other bag contains an entire skeleton, human.
What a bag of bones.
Okay. Upon seeing the bag, I will holler down to Skirp that we got it.
All right. Well, in that case, holy quest accomplished. I'm gonna throw up the visor of my helmet so I can breathe a little bit, because I basically just can't see while it's down. Like it does not align well to my eyes. So, all right, I'll pet pat the man on the back.
I thought you said you're gonna pat him down. I was like, oh, jeez. It's like the rogue's upstairs. Wait, you guys don't have a rogue.
No,
You have a roguely sorcerer and a roguely fighter.
I'm gonna congratulate him on seeing the error of his ways and repenting. From sin.
I like to ask him why he purchased the bones and what he planned to do with them.
He's like, I can't tell you.
Oh god, it's a weird sexual thing, isn't it?
We're upstairs, Gideon. We're upstairs.
This was an out of character comment.
I investigate this area.
Do you? Okay.
No, you. Yes.
That's what the investigation is.
In here, it just seems kind of like a little kitchen pantry area. There's dishes, silverware, not really silverware, like crappy eating ware that's made of some sort of iron variant alloy, very cheap in quality. Dry goods, flour, such stuff like that.
We'll step a little bit closer to him and be like, and try to convince him that it's fine. You can tell us what's going on. We're not. Is it the Burgomeister? Is that what you're worried about?
Is the store locked?
I'm gonna open these doors on the ground floor just since you guys went through them.
Try to allay his fear.
He's like, I can't tell you. He's like, you don't want to. You're better off not knowing. Let's see. That door is not locked. All right. Keep your pants on. Let me open some doors.
Oh.
Okay, you can, if you really feel it necessary.
He's a goblin. He just accomplished his holy quest. So.
Yeah, I think I deserve to take my pants off.
It was a good hard.
Investigate this room.
All right. This large, drafty room is strung with cobwebs and takes up most of the upper floor. Stacks of wooden planks lie amid several large crates marked junk.
That's amongst junk.
The large crates. So there's everything in here that looks like a crate.
Mm-hmm.
So like these and these. Yeah, they have big kind of like black stamps. Looks like someone put a stencil over and painted on it with black. Say junk.
I look in them, obviously.
Okay. This first one just does have, in fact, junk in it. It's some old clothes. It looks like maybe an old teapot. Really random things in this first one.
So the next one would be this one, or are these all the X's are also crates?
Yes, they're all also crates.
Okay, so I should have started with that one, but we'll get to that last then, I guess. Maybe Gideon will get that one.
All right. Zeb opens a crate.
Everything goes boom.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh my god! Gideon.
As Zeb opens the backmost crate, the other 5 crates in this upper part of the room explode as earth comes spilling out, and 5 poorly dressed females with red glowing eyes and really long nails, almost in hooks, hook-like hands, almost fall out and then roll and jump up, and they all just hiss at once.
Is there something loud enough that Skirp and I hear it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So they're really just quiet explosions?
They're not explosions. Fine, you know what, you guys...
They put a silencer on it.
Rap and Skirp, what are your passive perceptions?
15.
Perfect. That's a good question.
How about getting?
Should I be rolling?
10. Worth the wait.
I heard Tally would hear a thud, but that's about it. Skirp doesn't hear anything.
Do I roll initiative, or do I get to respond, or am I screwed?
You're rolling initiative, and so are they. Gideon, you hear whatever squirrel manages to yell.
So a girlish yelp.
Yeah. Oh, I need to clear this. Hold on. Clear.
Oh.
Okay.
Gideon would totally come running,
All right.
but let me know when I can react, if I can react.
You can react. I will say that you won't get to act in the first round, but you'll go in the second. Why do you guys not have initiatives? This is really stupid. All right, let me get to the monster list here real quick.
The monster list.
It was a graveyard smash.
Doesn't rhyme.
No, it doesn't.
Twist. Graveyard twist.
Ba-doomp. They look like this.
Just your average everyday vampire spawn.
Yep.
Pretty.
Yeah, let's go with that. All right. What did you learn, Zeb?
Thieving is always profitable, except for when Pef's the DM.
Except for when it's not. All right. I got a pile of these to roll. And now there's a cat in the way. Thanks, Boo.
All I thought to do.
Yes, thank you, dear.
Good night.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least I got one of those crits out of the way.
I go on 11 when you want.
You just cut out again.
I go on 11. If you want to add me back to the list, you reset it after I'm down there.
Yep. Oh, Gideon's on there, but you're not.
Correct. Accurate, sir. Accurate.
Add to turn. 11.
That's
descending.
Me. I'm the only one with a name.
Yep.
If I make it out of this round.
All right. This one walks over, attacks. Cat's driving me crazy. Hold on. Thank you. 2 attacks. Which will be probably grab bite. Let's try the grab first. Whoops.
Whoa! Whoa! Totally missed.
Should have been a D in there.
Totally
I wish I
missed.
could roll a 120 plus 6.
20 hits your AC.
No. My AC
Liar.
is 15. Oh, it does hit my AC. But I'm still casting a spell as a response, which you might miss after that. Let me check.
Shield.
Yep. I still don't think it's enough, though. Cast the spell, hope for a proc. Give me a 1! Damn it.
All right. That makes your AC what total?
20.
All right. Foregoes that, and you are instead grappled. And now comes the bite.
Oh, death.
Sounds about right.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
got a really delayed reaction watching this on the stream instead of.
All right, so you have taken 6 damage at first from just the piercing, and then you will take 6 necrotic. Your hit point maximum is also reduced by that amount until you finish a long rest. Gideon, you basically have enough time to walk up to the door and realize that something's going wrong on your turn. Like I said, you can act in round 2 fully.
Okay.
This one walks over here and will just claw at our intrepid hero. 2 attacks, a 21 and a 19. The claws will do. Oh yeah, I didn't really. Technically, you're taking more damage than this, but I'm not going to roll it because
I'm already dead.
those are both the claws. What
So-
are your hit points at?
After the first 6, I was at 5. If you just did an additional 16, I'm at 0 and dead. Or rather, dead, because that's equal to my total hit points.
Okay. So Squirrel has died.
Re-up.
Holy.
What
Well,
he's doing back there? You just investigating crates?
And right now, the vampire spawn spend the rest of their turn feeding on Squirrel. Gideon, we get around to your turn, not knowing what has happened yet.
yeah. Okay. Well, he steps into the room, clearly,
Well, chat, how are you doing?
Okay.
and he can see,
Bail.
holy shit.
You see a number of creatures basically like hunched over, and you can see just kind of like the robes of Squirrel sticking out from the
Apparently not. That's
the
right.
pile,
Apparently not.
as it were.
I am the dead man. The dead man.
Well, fuck. I'm still kind of thrown by this. Gideon gives like a shout of rage and immediately like pulls his bow to fire at. Well,
Tally, you heard that one.
Okay.
Natalia did, but not Skirp.
Skirp's passive is 10.
If you look really close at my picture, you can see that my ears are like bunched up at the top of my helmet. Like they're like pressed against the metal part. It's not great for hearing.
Basically the first one in reach. I don't even know if that's gonna hit.
14 does not hit. The arrow goes wide and hits in the back wall, and you see, of what's there, you see 4 of them just all kind of look up from the body, all at you at once. Their eyes just like beaming with red.
Oh shit.
Remember, it's 5th. Everybody effectively has spring attack.
Did his arrow by chance pierce the wall, go outside, and spread in a little sunlight?
Nope.
But I
Are
mean, it was
there-
max damage.
Right? It's amazing. I have an action surge, right? That's something I have.
Yes, that is something you have.
Okay.
I will take another shot at the same one and totally probably whiff because this does not seem like our night.
A 17 will hit, and you're aiming for the one straight in front of you.
Yeah.
All right. Hit it like right between the eyes, and it just looks up at you. Turns its head slightly, kind of like a bird, like looking. Doesn't even seem like it's phased by the arrow.
Well, that's me. I moved. I attacked.
Did you use all of your movement?
Well, I only moved 3 into the room, but I really don't think he'd give up on Skirp after one shot. I mean, that's Skirp Squirrel. Skirp he'd give up on, yes.
Yeah, I
let's-
think so.
Let's quickly go down to Tally, having heard some sort of scream of rage.
So I was still trying to convince the old man to tell us about who's putting him up to this shit, but
Kind of like
Being
the
interrupted.
simultaneous two scenes going on at once.
yeah. But the interruption of hearing something off in the distance, or like I guess off to the side, I guess. I pause for a moment and I ask him, "Who else is in here?"
He said, "There's not anybody else."
I like, immediately move forward and yell at him, "Who else is in here?"
He says, I don't know what they are. They're just he put them in here, and he paid me a bunch of gold to not say anything about it.
Who?
I don't know what they are." And he leans in really close and he just says, "The Devil's Strahd."
I look to Skirp and say, "Best put that visor back on. I think we got stuff to do."
I'm on it.
Which way did they go? They went.
They went up. They went right here, and then through here and up the stairs.
Visor
Arts
cam.
and craft.
Alright.
All right. While that's
cam.
happening, what's your speed, miss? She is going to double move. Has no action left.
Somebody in chat should
Also
make me a
double
third level
move.
character like now.
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 Squirrel, I'll
Fifth
figure out what to
edition,
do with you in a second.
Basic rules. Go, go, go.
Tally and Skirt both roll initiative.
Click.
Let me add you guys to initiative. All right, you guys are both on the tracker now.
Bam. Look at that. We're in it to win it.
Boom. Let's do it, man.
All right. This one is going to continue feeding because it doesn't care.
Somehow we're at
This
the bottom.
one is going to continue feeding. This one, yeah, it's going to keep feeding too. All right,
Oh, those
let's
jerseys
resort.
are hideous.
Thank you. I was gonna say.
Top of the order. This one, however, will not continue feeding and will come here, and then it also bounds up on top of this, using all of its movement. It kind of does like this weird spider climb thing up along the wall.
So fucked.
I have no idea what happened because I can't see in there.
You guys, at this point, will be not there. Whoop. You guys are on the stairs over on the other side.
I feel like this campaign might be just an exercise in run away.
Run away.
All right, Skirp, you are at the bottom of the stairs. You hear like weird kind of like scraping sounds and like a bow going off, like the twang of a bowstring.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
The door is open at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Which door?
The door on the right-hand side. Looking at the screen, right-hand side.
Q? Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. You just sit there. All right. I'm going to charge heroically up the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit!
And you see these three right in front of you, kind of pallid-looking women, crouched down, hissing at Gideon.
Hang on. Somewhere in here.
He's gonna slowly back out of the room. I see it coming.
I think
Just close the
I
door.
think- slowly is the wrong. Somewhere in here. All right. Nope. It's do or die. Time to be a hero.
Pretty sure it's die.
Let's step up here.
I moved
did-
my token.
Startling.
Oh, he's using him as a flashlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I moved it just for stream light. Sorry.
That's fair. Nope, that's all good.
All right.
You're back there, dead. So
Let me
We know
step
how
up
this
here,
goes.
and I am going to. I'm going to smite.
all right.
You get to choose after your weapon is struck, right?
Like per the spell smite
For the
paladin
paladin
or the
ability
paladin
smite.
description.
Swing. If you connect, you can choose to make it a smiting blow. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, let's say that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Trying to
great.
remember, it's been like 2 years since I played a paladin.
Yeah, when you hit.
That's right. When that
Oh no!
would have been so much damage.
It would have been so much damage, but unfortunately, you just go wide, stuck in the
Terrible-
side of the wall with your
terrible
war
damage.
pick.
But it doesn't burn the spell or
No.
the smite.
No, it has to connect.
Okay.
That's accurate.
And I've got a thing. I'm pretty sure I went way of the shield or something like that, and so I should be able to give one of them disadvantage when they attack.
Protection.
But yeah, I'm gonna look up the details on that while we go forward.
It's
But my turn's
basically
over.
if an ally is within 5 feet of you, you can impose disadvantage on attacks against them.
I will. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, but I'm done.
Okay. Tally Skirp went screaming into the room, and then you hear this massive thud against the wall that you're next to.
All right.
The battle cry, it should be said, went from like ah to, and then like it got a little higher pitched and a little screamier when I came around the corner. But then I got a hold of myself and I decided to be brave like a paladin would be.
Brave Sir Robin.
So it went back down. Ah!
He was powering up.
Come
I was just trying to find the tone. Like I don't have great pitch.
All right. I'm gonna follow into the room. Is it forward from where I'm at? North?
Yes.
Or
No,
am
it's
I going
south.
the wrong way?
South.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry. Oh, hey. Yes. Now I understand. All right. And I'll walk in, and holy shit!
Yeah.
Unholy,
Alright.
actually.
I can only do this once per turn because it's my reaction.
Oh, they're so
Yes,
far
that is
away.
accurate.
Are there any? Oh, they're so far away. God damn it! All right.
They are so far away.
Run so far away. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. These three in front of me, are two of them still trying to feeding on squirrel?
3.
All three of these
You only,
are?
you only see 2. You see 3 in front
Oh.
of you and 2 in the back.
Squirrel's in the back
Okay,
corner.
yeah.
He's way back
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, gotcha.
He's
He's down
flashlighting.
here for the I'm down
Okay.
here for stream.
On board.
Let's do this.
Yeah, seeing these three gals.
That's not confusing.
Yeah, we're just going to the nuclear option. Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn. Hold up my shield, and just a blast.
All right,
of radiant
chat.
light
Let's make a new
emanates
character.
forth from
I
me.
got confirmation
need
I am
the
dead.
Three
Dead.
lovely ladies in front of me to make Constitution saving
So
throws.
chat, what do you want me to play?
All right.
I'll let you guys create my next
And we're
character.
talking
We will do it as a group,
Constitution.
and we will rock this out.
Did I not make
Do not.
a macro for this already? I have not. Oof.
2,
Jesus.
3. Probably
Okay.
got that one. At level 3, I
I-
think your DCs are 14 or 15.
Let me see. Is there a good place where that's going to be listed?
Your camera, Skirp.
Spellbook, maybe?
Your camera, Skirp, is very unique angle. What are you trying to show us, buddy?
Well,
Trying to
unfortunately,
fix it. to a shitty tripod.
I think 13 is my save DC still, if I am reading this correctly. Because I don't think our proficiency bonus goes up until
Yeah, I think it goes
later.
up
4 or 5.
It goes up at 4th, I think.
5.
2 to 3.
Goes up at 5. Alright, so they'll take half damage from this, which is sad, but...
Alright, let's have it. Any other riders on that too? Since it's Holy Radiance.
Any other riders? If there's magical darkness, it's dispelled.
Nope, no magical darkness.
A creature that has total cover. I don't think any of them have total cover for me, of these 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. They take 2d10 plus level 3. Alright, so they take half that damage. Man.
Sick.
Alright, they have taken that.
And
They do not seem to like it. Like they hiss and they
Good.
scream as it hits them.
they should.
They look at you with murder in their eyes.
Anybody in chat want to go on a goblin adventure? Jump in.
And I am also going to, as a bonus action, going to cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
which looks...
What
Does
is your spiritual
something.
weapon?
Oh, right, I have to choose what it looks like or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm rolling dice. These things are something. What is a spiritual weapon of
A stake.
So Lune, it's probably like a
Lune?
bow or something, isn't it?
It is
The bow just floating around hitting him.
just smacking people.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a morning star of some sort.
I can sword coast it.
Rod of the Four Moons, a heavy mace.
Okay.
So it's going to look like that.
This really rad looking mace with
Like some moons adorned like along
moon
the hand. Like,
motifs.
yeah.
Maybe even it also looks like a crescent kind of. Or like
Yeah.
maybe it's a
Between
full
3 and
moon.
5 moons.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to need a token or something for this dude. Unfortunately.
I will find you one, hold please. But I will do that in a second.
Yep.
Let's go to Gideon.
Thanks
But I think
for
they still
the
get the melee.
tasty bits.
When I
Thanks for the
create it,
bits,
it still
Harley.
gets the melee attack, right?
Let's
When
see.
you cast a
on-
spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5
Oh,
feet of
yeah.
the weapon.
There we go, a moon.
Oh my god, that's no moon.
Let me make sure you have represents controlled by Tally. Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to summon this duder.
Yes, within 5 feet of the weapon.
Yeah, so I can summon him within 60 feet of me. He's going to go there. And I'm going to have him smack the vampire in the bottom right, like kind of diagonal, in front of Gideon.
So the
And I already...
yeah, the roll that's there, which is a hit, for force damage of the 5 variety.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it actually made contact.
Yay!
All right, Gideon.
That's my turn.
Moving to you.
Okay.
The rest of your party has moved in. No sign of Zeb that you can see, other than kind of like his feet occasionally maybe like twitching. As one of the vampire spawn in the back bite into him again.
All right. Gideon's gonna drop his longbow and pull out his rapier and shield. Which leaves me with really only one option:
Which is to hit with stick.
hit with pointy stick. Yes. One directly in front. Jeez, I just have all the.
13 is insufficient, but man,
All
if
6 of
those
those vampires
damage rolls
ate
aren't
me
high.
before anybody else got in the room, Raven.
I can do a precision attack and use up one of my.
Superiority die.
Yeah.
All right.
Does 17 hit?
A 17 does hit
Okay.
for 11 damage. All right. So you kind of, you swing around, hits
Yeah,
it,
all 6 of those
cleaves it, but
vampires
like the
ate
wound
me
doesn't bleed
before
at
anybody else
all.
could respond.
It actually kind of looks, almost as soon as you cut through it, it almost looks like it's closing again.
Great. He has like no action left, right?
You have movement.
Well, okay, so we have these bones that we're supposed
Yeah.
to
Kildith is Gideon.
be good against getting rid of undead.
Oh yeah, dude, brandish the bones. Hang on. Let me see if that idea actually occurs to me.
Does it occur to you?
I'm working my way to my character sheet.
Very well.
I don't think I put that together.
Well, he was going to suggest that Tally might want to do some, cleric, bones, holy. I don't know. But that's fine.
All right. Are you suggesting it to one of them, just in
Yeah.
general, or okay? That has been suggested to those of you that wish to do so. But it's vampire time.
Vampire
Gideon,
clock.
you will have a claw coming your way. 12.
Won't hit.
All right. Second claw. Docraw. Nothing. So the one in front of you just goes claw, and you easily dodge out of the way. I mean, adrenaline pumping high. The one in the back does the same thing as the other one. Basically burns its move to get up and kind of crawl along the wall and then drops down right next to Gideon. Gideon, that will provoke an attack of opportunity from you.
Cool. That's just a regular attack, right?
Yep.
Of course.
No dice. Or rather, the dice are not in your favor. All right. And it will attempt to do the same as the other. It goes for the claws. Come on, dice, take forever. There we go. 10 does not hit you.
Nope.
The second natural 1. Plot armor has kicked in.
Yeah. If only it worked for Zeb.
You have a 1 in 20 chance to be a loser.
Pretty much. Let me see. Zeb is dead. The other vampires, seeming to have their fill, begin making their way south to the rest of the party.
Any other vampire.
All right. Back up to the top, which is this vampire, Skirp. This one will attempt to start clawing you. 12 to AC, which is a no. Second.
Nope.
Like I said, plot armor kicks in. Both of these claws just rebound off of you. Nothing.
Perfect.
No effects. It is your turn to react.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna pry my pick out of the wall, and we're gonna try this one more time. Point at the hole in the wood. It's gonna be you. Have any of them been struck?
They've all been struck. Rap's Holy Radiance went off, and the one directly in front of you has taken a hit from the moon mace that's sitting there kind of floating.
You know what? I'm gonna swing at this one. We'll spread out that damage a little bit, like fashion.
Oh, Jorvin's even damage.
come on.
12 is not enough for a hit.
Good effort. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ready an action to. Well, I don't need to ready an action, but I'm just gonna state my intention now to provide disadvantage to the first vampire spawn that attempts to attack my ally or
Got it.
either of my allies.
Yep, they're both within 5 feet of you, so you can impose that.
Great.
All right, Tally. Tally your vampires.
6. That's too many.
Come, Mr.
Um,
Tally Cleric, tally your vampires. Daylight come and they want to
They
go.
want to go. It's good. It's good. I like that.
How damaged are each of the 3 in front of me looking?
Not like the wounds they've taken have already started closing.
Ugh.
Like there's the slashes on the one that right in front of Gideon that he's taken, and like they're not bleeding, and they're already getting slower, like smaller and smaller.
Okay. Yeah, I keep remembering it. That's not actually squirrel there. I'm going as a bonus action. Going to. I guess my spiritual weapon is pretty much immune to being damaged, right? Supposed to just kind of hang out.
Yeah, it can, I think, maybe take force, but really the only way to get rid of it is to dispel it.
Okay. I'm going to do a bonus action to have the spirit weapon attack the
Okay.
same
One to the
person in
south.
front of Gideon. Southeast, I guess.
Got it. Yeah, the one in
What
front
do you
of
guys
Skirt.
think of the new
Yeah,
art,
the one that's
chat?
been.
You
I
like
was
it?
seeing the one in
You
front
like
of Gideon, one that he's
the
been
direction we're
Got it,
going?
got it, got it.
digging into. That's the one you were talking about earlier, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
All right. Det 5
Consistent
force
damage.
And E. How long does that last? God, I'm turning into a summoner. I'm going.
Your spiritual weapon's a minute.
So 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
So we got like.
It's been
Oh,
up
I
for
keep track
2
of that.
now.
Yeah, so I got this weapon. Got 8 left. I'm thinking about summoning this guy as well.
I was gonna say I don't think it has concentration, so
It does
should be able to
not.
have up multiple
I'm
things.
just trying to read through Flaming Sphere real quick. I don't know if it creates damage immediately, like when I summon it, or if I have
It
to wait until.
should, yes. It should be immediate on it, and then on subsequent turns you can tell it to move through other squares.
Okay.
Which is, I don't remember what it is in 5th. Is it still 3d6?
It's 2d6.
Watch
sadly.
closely and you'll
I think it
see
was
the
3d6
old
in
one.
Pathfinder.
3,
Uh,
2, 1. Old one.
I don't know if they even have it in Starfinder.
I can
My
move it
book's not
30
here.
feet. If I ram it, they must make a saving throw. When you move it, you direct over barriers. Like symbol options. E. Ignites flammable objects.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I don't know if I
The
want to do
roof.
that.
The roof is on fire.
Wait for it.
Burn it all.
We don't need no water.
Gosh. I'm trying to just see if there's anything I can do that's not going to catch my buddies here.
Burn it all.
Summon the
Burning
power of
hands.
those holy bones
Burn it all.
and demand that they flee or burst in flames themselves.
I guess, can I do a quick skill check to figure out if there's anything I can think of to do with the bones in terms of like a religion check or something to.
Religion or intelligence? Your choice.
One in the same for me. I'm just like, I don't know what to do with no bones.
They have some sort of power, but you don't have any kind of inclination on how to activate it right now.
Okay. Oof.
Zeb, the new overlay is actually really good. I like it. Anyway. All right, so that's your actions, yes?
That was a bonus.
Oh, and a free for the skill check, right?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to decide which spell. If I were to do, if I were to do Burning Hands, Gideon would probably get caught in it.
Burn it all.
That also ignites any flammable objects in the area.
Burn it all.
Ain't no sunshine.
Hopefully this doesn't break anything.
The-
Let's see what happens.
Hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Right.
I'm going to be targeted for now and fire Sacred Flame at the one that I've slashed with
Okay.
the sword. So that is a Dex saving throw from them, please.
Right. Dexterity. Roll them bones. Made it.
Damn.
Save for half? Or is it full?
No, it's just none. Getting
All right.
All right, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Gideon. The walls are closing in.
Yeah.
The walls also happen to be full of vampires, apparently.
Gideon can see this is a losing battle, but he's not ready to give up. At
Tactical
least
retreat.
he's going to like reach into his little like side bag thing and like shove the bones into Tally's hands. Tell her to get downstairs. He'll cover the retreat.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
And then he's going to try to attack this one right next to him.
All right. See it. That is a definitive hit.
And he's going to add goading attack to it.
All right. For a grand total
11
of
damage.
your earth damages.
They have to hit a saving throw versus 13.
Otherwise it's disset against
Otherwise-
other targets, right?
Yes.
Very good, sir.
He is
Speaking
a
of vampire spawn,
fighter, I
the one in
think.
front of Gideon goes and starts clawing.
Yeah, human fighter. Says that as character
Also, I've
sheet.
been rolling the
on the
wrong,
screen.
attack there. +6, not
Human
+3.
fighter. Gideon, if that's what you're asking.
oh, okay.
It wouldn't have made a difference for their low rolls. See, like when they roll 5s. Gideon, first attack, claw is nothing. Second attack, claw.
I
The
don't
plot
know.
armor continues. Apparently, the
month to
true
figure it
heroes
out.
have arrived here in Barovia.
The
I guess
dice.
it makes it. Yeah, right.
Jeff demoing Roll20's new DM anti-TPK technology.
I used it. Well, see, the problem is I used up my DM dice earlier today.
Slaughtering the mage.
So everybody thank Greg for that.
Perfect.
Thank you, Greg.
All right. The one that is up on the crates kind of next to Tally and Gideon hisses and does the same. Gideon, 17 AC,
That hits.
which imposes a disadd thanks to Skirp. As he said, that was going to be his reaction.
Thank you very
Uh,
much.
The disadd comes out to
Oh,
17.
We tried. Good effort, team.
It will forego the damage to grapple and will instead now bite as its second attack. Reaction spent, therefore no way to disimpose this one. However, the natty one, nothing happens. You are, however, grappled, which means your speed is effectively 0, unless you manage to somehow break it. Squirrel, you're still dead. We love you. Never forget. Vampire spawns. 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to have to... I don't know if you can actually see this. I'm going to move you right there.
Oh, now there's 2 of them.
Is there?
At least on
Oh
my
yeah, the
screen.
other one is I copied the token for light.
Ah.
It jumps to where he was and will attempt to attack Gideon. Claw. $20.
Ow.
Second claw. 25.
Ow.
That's going to be 44 plus 6. Because 2d4 plus 3 apiece.
I thought
Oh,
this is
44.
I heard 44.
I love that about using d4s. Alright, first set of damage 6. Second set of damage is 8. Slashing if you care.
Doesn't matter to me.
Is slashing flavored. Delicious.
What do you think, chat? Should text be
This
white
one
or
will.
should text be black?
I'm
And
going to say
that's
these things are
awesome,
dumb.
Six.
It's going to try to take a swing at the holy mace of ness.
It is very radiant. And
What's
it's
easier
both
to
of its
read for you
claws.
guys, the black text or the
Um,
white text?
And it just basically just claws right through it. Nothing happens, and it just hisses in fury. Where are you at? 5, 10, 15. This one, I'm going to put partway on the wall out here to denote that it's basically spending all of its actions to stay where I tell you to be kind of
That's
hanging up on the
hilarious.
wall. So it'll be just off to the side of Tally
like just for
on the
fun.
wall. Yeah, like should be able to see just like the
Mm-hmm.
like half the circle right there, because it had to spend, because of difficult terrain, all of its movement to get up there. B. Also, spider climb is fun. All right, Skirp. 2 attacks for you, sir. 15 and 15. 2 15s.
Huh.
Your AC is what? 21?
It's yeah.
20?
Well, it's 20.
Can't really
Yeah.
make it
All
bigger.
right, so
and stuff
nothing
fits.
for you. Again, the true heroes of Burley have shown themselves. Final girl sequence activate.
My angry
we-
eyebrows. Like
when
that's
we Voltron.
Yeah, when you guys Voltron. I don't know. All right, Skirp, you're up.
all right. I'm on it.
Roll for Super Saiyan.
We believe in you.
Make them even angrier.
Leave
All right, we're
the
on.
Room. Leave the room.
Can't do it. Can't do it because one day this smite is gonna hit. And today is that. Wait, I've lost it. Oh, that's because I'm on I'm watching the stream.
You gotta believe, man. You gotta believe.
You just gotta believe.
Ah!
Still believing.
Pew pew. Aw.
If only.
Yep, if only. Anything in the bonus variety for us? Mint?
Nope, but I refresh my reaction, so I'm
Yep,
going to
you do.
put my shield up. I got this.
All right, Tally.
All right.
Gideon shoved the bones in your hands, and he's given the order to bug out.
If we know.
And do what? All right.
Burn it all.
I mean, I can burn it all if we
Burn
want.
it all.
All right. So, sorry, where are the vampires? There's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and is there one where one of the squirrel tokens is?
Yes, there is. For some
Okay.
reason, I don't know why it's still there, but let me layer to front. See if that helps.
How far away can I be from something like a flaming sphere that I'm concentrating on before it like dissipates?
Sorry, cat on spacebar.
I remember this conversation. I feel like Flaming Sphere.
Is it concentration?
It is concentration. It has a range of 60 feet.
It's probably line of sight then.
Line of sight. Oh. All right.
I'm gonna see if I can find a ruling on that real quick.
Okay. Is there? I'm trying to see if there a cone I can make to not hit Gideon, but hit like these 3 on the right here. We just shoot it up the wall, kind of thing.
How's that, guys? How's that?
You do not need to be within line of sight or within range to maintain concentration on a spell, unless the spell's description says otherwise.
Oh. Well, that's
And that
fancy.
is straight from ruling on the field from the Wizards game designers.
Sick.
So
If I were to use something like listen up, here's a story. Burning Hands, 15-foot cone.
mhm.
Could I like flame it up the side here of Gideon and hit these three, or some amount of these three vampires on the right, or is that
You
gonna
could
also
hit-
catch Gideon?
I'd say if you're like basically aiming it at the wall,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you could hit all three of the vampires on the side.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get the F out of here. You better
Does-
start coming with, because this place is gonna get hot.
Burning Hans also catches things on fire.
It does ignite flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn
Alright.
or carried.
All right, well, there's crates
Are
full
you-
of junk and random boards that are gonna go up like
Floors,
Chinese New Year.
walls.
Gideon,
Yeah.
Skirp, you guys good with this?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We're burning it all. So I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from those three. Jeez. I'm just rolling hot garbage.
All right, 3 dex saves coming up. One
All right.
fail,
Jeez.
2 for half.
So 2 take half, the other one takes the full. Things catch on fire, and I'm gonna start bugging out downstairs.
Okay. You're gonna take some attacks of opportunity though.
From this one here.
Yep, the other one's up on the wall.
Does
but
he
that
still
one
have
you can-
disadvantage from me attacking it with
Yep.
goading attack? Cool.
All right.
Until
Um,
your turn, which is next. So
I'm gonna
2
start moving away.
attacks.
That was
2
the whole
attacks?
point of the attack.
Here's this one. Here's the disad.
Son of a
Those
Hit.
are both hits, yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. Mhm.
So concentration check. Oh wait, no, you didn't do anything in this concentration. You just did burning Hans.
Burning Hans.
All right, 4 slashing. If you care about the flavor.
All right. 7 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Boom. All right. Move where you are moving.
All right. I'm gonna start going downstairs.
'Kay.
So I guess that's roughly my whole movement. I think like I've got 5 feet left or something, but that'll
I'll
put
put you
me out
over on the other
downstairs.
map
Cool.
where you would be. All right. Gideon, you're up. Tally has taken the bones and fled.
Okay.
lit things on fire.
I am currently grappled. Yes.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. First things first. I'll try to break that. I guess. Is it just like a strength check versus?
It's opposed.
Is it
Let me
strength
put this one here.
or dexterity or something? No, athletics first or dexterity. I don't remember.
It is grapple condition is grapple. The condition ends if really you're not going to tell me how to do this. I hate you games some days. It's like the worst DM screen ever. I believe it is athletics or strength.
Crap. I was really hoping I could use acrobatics.
I shall check for you in just a moment.
Should be a feat.
That would be a really crappy feat.
Grappled.
Oh, maybe part of a feat. To be able to escape grapple using acrobatics.
Call it slippery or something.
Something like that, yeah. Okay, you can do acrobatics, yes.
Oh, awesome.
Just make it part of the game.
Dope.
And it is contested by.
A strength check, I think.
Yep. Wow. Let's see here. Yeah, you just get out. You beat the D. You beat what was effectively the DC, so you were no longer grappled.
Cool. I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind.
Okay.
I regain 4 HP. Fuck you, game.
Right. That's just kind of how it is tonight.
There's no such thing as disengage, is there?
Withdraw.
Withdraw?
Or it is actually just disengage, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. It's an
It's
action.
Is
it's
it
an
like
action.
my full? Oh no, it takes my action, so I
Yeah, it
wouldn't be
takes
able
your
to do
action.
it because I already broke a grab.
There's still a disad in there that Skirp can impose, though. But he can only do one, and you're going to take 4 attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I think. I don't think Gideon's going to survive trying to leave this room.
Not with that.
I mean, I was hoping to try to bottle him up in here while it burns and Skirp and Tally get out, but Skirp's like, no, I'm going to die here.
I'm making a heroic, stand against evil.
I guess you are a Revenant. Okay, he's going to try to back into this hallway, so roll away.
Good luck.
All right. I will roll this first one. Disad imposed by Skirp.
Nice.
So that misses.
I believe I'm at
Then
18.
3 more. Miss. AC 17.
AC is 16.
Okay, so 1 hit. 1 hit. I have all that.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Does the hit stop my movement?
No,
Is that-
it does
no.
not stop your movement. You just take max damage.
Oh, shit.
I don't
So
know. Does
that
it stop
would-
your movement?
I'm at 7 HP.
That's enough.
Run!
All that matters is that you're alive.
On the ball, hill.
He's gonna try to order Skirp to come with him.
All right. Seeing that there's still a tasty treat sitting here,
Back downstairs a little bit.
Skirp, he will take a claw. 21.
That
You are now grappled. Forego the damage, and will attempt to bite. Bite is successful. It's a D6, not a D5. All right, so piercing for the bite damage is that. And then you will take necrotic damage equal to 6, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 6 until you take a long rest. Next one. Jumps down, moves in. Will attempt
perfect.
I'm
2
just leaving my
claws.
token in the room so I can watch.
First claw. Crit. Second claw. Almost a crit. It rolled off on my screen. All right, let me see here. Here's the first claw. It's 10, and then the crit, which is just the damage again. So 15 total on that crit.
Is this on the cleric? Was that on the cleric? I'm sorry.
That was on the paladin.
Oh,
Oh, I don't need to be in the room. I can watch this through the stream.
Squirrel is still dead. Never forget. This vampire. And 2 claws against Skirp. Tell me if you've heard this before. 13 is miss. 15 is miss.
you said it was 15 damage on the crit?
Yes, 15 damage total.
Okay. So the way I have it is -6 from my max health, 6 additional points of damage, and then 15 points of damage on top of that.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, great.
All right, this one. What does this one do? This one will spider climb along the wall.
Did
This
that
is very-
just real quick? Did that
Yes.
6 damage and 6 max hit point reduction stack for an effective 12 damage?
No, it's just your hit
Okay.
point maximum is reduced by 6. So if you like try to take a rest to heal up, you can't heal up past that point.
Got it.
All right, this one is going to be hard to move, so I'm going to just put.
I've been looking, Notoria. I haven't found any.
With a web to denote that it is spider climbing.
They have to be
Spider
level
climbing
3.
up next to
I
Skirp.
haven't found
Skirp,
any
it's
level
going to move in
3s.
such a way that it will you can take an attack of opportunity on it because it's going to be on the wall next to you.
You goddamn right.
And then it
Nice
has to
fight
be
on the attack
basic.
of
You can't use anything too special.
I don't see why not.
Too special because we're not allowed
Is
Oh,
to use
it-
anything special.
No, I
You
can't
already-
take an endeavor.
Because it's a bonus, huh?
Because it's a
You used your
reaction,
reaction.
and I
No.
reacted to provide disad.
18
Cancel.
is no AC 21. Yeah.
20, but correct.
Just keep drinking more AC than you have. Skirp, things are getting bad. They're surrounding you.
All right, but the house is on fire.
The house is on fire. Two more misses. Two more misses as the flames flame on. Two attacks. 19 is a miss.
Come at me.
Uh-oh.
16 is a miss.
Oh
It's
my
your
God.
turn. You are surrounded. The house is on fire.
Do I have any inspiration from this dark feeling in the back of my hackles?
The back of your hackles.
The back of your hackles.
My backles, if you will.
Your backles. At present, you do not.
Okay. Well, in lieu of a mystical sense of what to do, I am going to just use my regular sense of what to do, and really quickly check my spell sheet, which I think is empty. Yeah, spell book. Nothing. You know what? Gotta try.
Get out of there.
Go ahead and take 6 attacks of opportunity, please. No,
Okay.
5. 5 attacks. of
1,
opportunity, please.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 6 because the one's up on the
Wait.
wall right next to you.
Hang on, time out.
The spider climbing one.
I'm not attacking. So
You can
withdraw or
disengage.
disengage.
Oh
Mhm.
jeez.
That's only good for 1 square of movement, though. However,
Yeah.
I thought it lets you move without provoking.
let's go to the
I'm gonna look
book.
it up here real quick. Your movement doesn't provoke a tax of opportunity for the rest of your turn.
Get
Jesus.
Damn, I'm
Fuck
just gonna
out.
run around in the room then, like jump off their faces,
For 30 feet, you can. The world
Yeah.
is
weave
your
through their
oyster.
legs.
He's small, 25 feet.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. And am I good to move on that diagonal?
Yeah. Wait, from there, no, because that's
Okay.
the hard
So-
corner. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually,
Yes,
what's the
go.
initiative order? Yeah,
I'm
all right.
next.
So that's it. That's because disengage doesn't give me any movement; it just eliminates
Yeah.
the tax of opportunity. And
Exactly.
so I do that, take my move, and that's where I end. Go ahead.
Okay. Tally.
hmm
You see Skirp come down the stairs. Gideon's right behind him.
Oh god.
Time to put a ball of
where's our
flame
buddy?
between
Is he
us
still
and
out
that
here?
stairs.
That
Yeah,
we
he's
know of?
still. He looks horrified, like he's like crouched down behind the kind of the table here in the main room, and he's like, he sees you coming. He's like, I tried to tell you just to go away, and you wouldn't listen.
Look, you're the one who's harboring who knows how many vampires up there.
So
this
many.
place is going down. So many.
6.
We need to get out of here.
Script can't count that high.
And he's like, "What did you do? Why? I told you just to leave."
Burning your house down.
Burn this mother down.
Everybody.
All right, Tally. So your actions.
I guess because everybody's just right behind me.
Yeah, you saw him on the stair. Like you see him on
Okay.
the stairs right now, looking. They are effectively here. I'll move them over so they can see where you are. They're effectively
Okay.
right there.
Gotcha. I guess we could try to maybe like have us all run out and pin the door or something.
Sneaky.
But it's on fire.
Zeb, you want to move your token to follow them?
But it's on fire. I'm going to.
Back in a second.
There you go.
All right. I think I'm going to book it from the house with the plan to head over to. I'll convey this to the rest of the party. I think I'm going to try to get to the church. And alert. Or actually, I guess guards here are pretty suspicious of vampires and such, right?
They are. Everybody is
They-
very, very afraid of anything Strahd related in this town.
Would it be? Do I get the sense that I could talk to the guards and say, "Look, we found vampires. Please help."
Most likely, yes.
Okay. That's gonna be my plan. I'm gonna go get us some people, hopefully maybe to go try to find some people to fight or help or figure out what the hell to do with these. Don't let them, you guys figure out what to do. either bar them up there or just get the hell out of here.
Pretty bail.
This guy. I think I want to bring him with me.
All right.
So I'd like to grab him and say, "You're coming with me, and you're going to explain what's happening."
He's like, they won't understand. You don't know what he can do to you.
At some point, if we don't do something about it now, we're going to die.
Welcome to chat,
so
Sneaky.
you
I
want-
died in the first
can
like
send you
5
back
minutes
up
of
there. We
game,
don't have
so I've been
time.
just sitting here,
We got to go.
chilling, entertaining chat, showing off the artwork.
He's like, okay, and he follows you out.
All right. So I guess that's as far as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start walking out and trying to.
Yep. You're, a good ways across town from the church. That's the only.
Yeah, I'm not going to go directly to the
Yep.
church. I think I'm going to try to find some guards
Right out of the gate.
because we're pretty close to the market and stuff. So
You are.
surely this can't be the first time that they've had somebody shout vampire in a theater.
All right, Gideon. You are go.
Okay, I don't know the way out of this place, but I'm gonna take it.
All right, straight past Skirp, take a left. Yeah, that way.
Okay. I don't know how many movement I can do, but I'm gonna use it.
What's your speed? Are you double moving?
Yeah.
120.
I want to
guess
take
can
this
double
moment
move
while
now.
we're still on this map to appreciate the fog of war that this map has. It was all black until we saw it,
Oh,
and then it
crap.
stayed dim, even so we still
Yep.
know it's there,
That's
but we
sick.
can't actively see what's there. I just want to take
new
a
flag
moment to
force.
appreciate it,
I
because that's pretty awesome.
didn't even notice. That is
well
awesome.
Is this a new thing? Because I feel like
Yeah,
we've had
they
maps before
just-
that just.
They put it in right at our last session, and I hadn't figured out how to use it yet.
That's pretty cool.
Huh. Okay, well, just don't run your character around the map like a spotlight, or else it reveals it all.
Yeah.
Because I just did that.
It's okay. You trust me. You found the problem.
Hey, we set fire to the problem.
It's fair. All right. So you're moving out 120 feet.
Sneaky, since you're still here,
Skirp. A
I've
vampire
noticed that the
spawn
blue
appears
doesn't
at the
extend
top
to
of the
the borders. Is that
stairs,
supposed to be that way? I've been
which you
waffling
can't.
back
Well,
and forth
you can
on whether
probably
or
see,
not
but
it's
nobody else can.
neat
And
or
it comes
not.
down the
I don't
stairs
know.
at you.
I just noticed
No,
that
no, no, no,
it
no.
doesn't extend. There's a gray and then the actual like metal
And we'll take 2
silver
shots
border.
at you.
Is it on fire?
It is not on fire, but it looks
Damn
like it's not happy. And it will attempt to grapple you with the last
God damn it.
foregoing damage. And by attempt, I mean it has.
You got this, Skirp.
Another vampire spawn appears at the top of the stairs. And it's like doing its best to, since you guys are sharing a square effectively, to claw through its.
Welcome to chat.
Holy crap!
everyone.
Look at that big old host
Its
from another
friend.
notch with 90
with 2 claw attacks
viewers.
against you.
Welcome to D&D Night,
Both
guys. I am
17s, both
dead.
misses.
And I am just playing cameraman at this point in time. We found myself getting eaten by 6
Squirrel's still
vampires within
dead,
the
never
first
forget.
5 minutes of game. The first 5 minutes of game.
Another vampire spawn appears at the top of the stairs, but it can't reach you. And this continues to happen where there's just like this pile up, and you start to see smoke and flames spew out from the door that they're at the top of.
Hopefully Notch
Um,
actually hosted me and doesn't
that
have the
said,
technical issues, because that would
It is
suck.
now your turn, Skirp. And
Well,
you are
welcome
grappled.
everybody from
Congratulations.
Notch's chat. Feel free to
Okay.
have a beer. I got one. We're just playing
What
cameraman.
type of action is it to ungrapple?
It is an action.
Join a little 5th edition
But I
Dungeons
can
and
still
Dragons.
attack, like without.
Yeah, if you're grappled, you can just attack. Like, it's not a big
Okay.
deal.
All right. Well, Skirp, the hero, recognizes what he must do
Oh no.
and heroically stands as a wall between the rest of the
Skirp
party
is our
and
goblin.
the stairwell of
This guy
vampires.
right here.
Sing songs with me because it's gonna work.
Okay. So you're just holding the line? You going to attack, or do you wish to attempt to reverse the grapple and become the grappler? Okay, you're just attacking. That hits. And it takes the 9 massive holy damage to its face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
have
it's,
2 of those hype
4
symbols.
points of radiant
Yes. Okay.
Sneaky.
Beautiful.
and 3 points.
I can also
Right.
do
3 points of pick.
that one and
Or of,
that one.
Bonus. All right, Tally.
I'm an idiot.
You smell smoke.
I
And that
could have
one.
easily
Fight,
moved
fight.
my spiritual weapon to also help. I'll do that now if I can. As a bonus
All
action.
right. You attempt to exert your will
And
over
move this-
it.
I want to have my spirit weapon come like down the stairs and try to also hold off and maybe protect Skirp.
All right. I'll put it back there, so you should see it on the other
Hey.
side of the door here in a second.
Yep.
There's only one hero in the story. It's
It
not
can
you.
still be you. It can
Dick.
still be you. I just don't want you to die.
You exert your will over it and have it make an attack.
Yes, please. I need to do a rolly thingy.
Yep.
Where's a rolly thingy?
Roadly thingy, the broliest of polists.
Man, there's just so many spells. I wish there was like a condensed view of my spell list. Maybe there is. Alright, found it. It's 22
That's a
work for
hit.
you.
It does. It does indeed.
All right, Sneaky. Everybody's giving pure compliments on it, so I'm fine with it. Everybody likes it. We're good. I just noticed like there's the little silver. That's not actually
Okay, yeah,
the
that works.
border-esque stuff.
All right,
but-
Gideon.
Yeah.
Are you going to move at all, actually?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, that was just my bonus action.
Said, I'm not
I'd
saying
like to
that's
get
bad. I
out
was
of
just
here.
making sure
with,
that was intended.
Weird, creepy coffin dude in tow.
Like I said,
and
everybody
find
likes
the
it.
nearest guard that we can.
All right.
I guess I can double
There.
move and
Yeah.
if I need to.
You are out onto a different map.
Yeah.
Gideon will stick with her, I guess. He just
Alright.
assumes Skirp's behind him.
You haven't seen Skirp come back out yet. Like you saw him when you left the hallway, but that was the last time you saw him.
To be fair, though, this isn't the first time you guys have seen Skirp disappear with vampires. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we were all like standing there mourning him outside the death house, and then he walked up like, "Hey, what are you guys looking at?"
Those weren't vampires. That was a shambling mound.
Yeah, that he set fire to.
I feel like this just might be your guys' MO.
Well,
We get in trouble. We set it on fire.
Sacrifice the goblin to it.
Yeah.
stop throwing undead and/or plant things at us.
Okay, so the entire campaign got it.
Yes, please. No undead in this vampire themed campaign.
All right, Gideon moves. Vampire spawns. Take their attacks against Skirp. There's a hit. We got a claw coming your way.
Bring it.
Nine damage.
No. Okay.
Does that put you down?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Heroically, though.
Heroically. And at this point, with the remainder of the vampire spawn coming onto you, they start forcing death saving throws against you.
Yeah, I'm not going to succeed those.
And
Like with a pile of vampires, each of whom are going to hit me automatically, basically.
Yep.
And then with each hit, they're going to deal a negative death saving throw.
Yep.
I concede that I have.
Man,
I
being
failed.
dead, I get to do all the maintenance stuff for stream I normally
yes,
don't get to do.
if you'd like,
So
I can
now
roll one just
whoever's
to see if they hit
talking, you can
but
see
they'll
their
auto hit,
actual
so
name
yeah,
on
it's-
stream.
You have a pile of
that's
hits coming
sweet.
against you.
I'm here for
as
you guys.
As you guys leave or attempt to leave the building, you see 3 more vampires spawn. Gideon and Talibeth come out from the doors. No Skirp in sight. And as they reach the door and they run out to try to grab for you, they start hissing as their skin starts smoking, and they look up and cover their eyes, realizing, oh, it's still sunlight outside and they can't follow you.
Yeah,
Taking the damage from the sunlight that they do, they hiss and run back in of doors. At this point, Skirp is missing. The house continues to burn. Gideon's or Squirrel's body is also MIA, and uh-oh. Crap. My roll 20 just crashed. The hell?
oh,
Goodbye forever.
There we go. And the two of you are waiting for my screen to load, which is taking a country mile. This country mile is not a distance of time,
Not a distance of time.
a unit of time measurement. You know what I mean? It's parsec. Let's not get into that conversation. All right. Rap,
Yes.
you, Henrik, the coffin maker,
Mhm.
and Gideon find yourselves at N6. The nearest guard that you remember seeing was at the gates to the south. It's a quick jaunty run, some maybe 2-3 minutes if that.
Well, let's book it.
yep.
Head right to those guards.
All right, so you make it to the guards. No vampires chasing you, as far as you can tell.
Although before dark, we should really be inside that church with the bones and.
What? Yeah. Was it as we're running? Like, was it? What time of day does it seem to be?
It's afternoon. You guys
Okay.
spent, so the last time you guys played, you spent the majority of this day kind of exploring town and going on
Yeah.
this errand to retrieve the bones.
All right. As we approach the guards or their tower, I'll call out to them. Guards, we have a situation. Can I speak to whoever's on duty?
One of the random guards here at the gate just walks up and says, "Yeah, what is it?" someone steal your purse,
I
and he
look
starts
back.
laughing.
Sweet
I
roll.
look back over my shoulder. Can we see
Hello,
smoke
Andrew
coming
Soul
from the
55.
house?
How
Yes,
you doing
you
today?
can. You can see smoke coming.
All right.
And there's
Vampire fire.
there's commotion now,
Yeah.
kind of coming from that direction. You hear shouts and whatnot, and he kind of looks over your shoulder, and despite the fact he's trying to make a joke about, you having a purse or having to be lost, he's like, what's going on? And his hand goes to his hilt. He's like, speak, commoner.
That house is on fire, but it is also infested with vampires.
His eyes just go wide. Vampires. And he gives you another look, and he says, the devil Strahd. Are you in league with him? And he draws his sword.
I am not.
And he says,
Might have been.
onward then, back. And he says, we will go investigate this, taking you for questioning to the Burgomeister as well.
There's no need for that. There's at least 6, maybe more than half a dozen. I nudge Henrik.
I'm
and ask
happy
him,
to
how
help
many
out
are
as much
there?
as best I can.
He's like,
I've been
I
playing
don't know.
for
There were 6 boxes. That's all I
20
know.
plus years now,
he-
my friend.
They paid really good money for it. I didn't really ask that
It's
many
all about
questions.
imagination.
There's at least 6.
2 of us are dead though, so that's why I have all the time in the world to help you out.
And he's like, it's like, we're still going to talk to the Burgomeister after this.
We play once a
Come.
month.
Then
on
he
this channel.
starts kind of, not quite leading you, but trying to pull you guys
Nice.
along back towards the blaze.
Is he just bringing just himself?
Yeah, and he waved at the other guard who was run off in the other direction, kind of along the interior of the kind of like the not fence wall. There we go. That's the word for it. Looking like he's going to go get help or something like that.
Okay. All right. Yep. Let's walk with him.
All right. As you guys get back towards the coffin maker's house, the entire second floor is engulfed in flame. As the burning Hans
Thank you for the
have
follow.
Thanks for that follow, Andrew.
pretty much just taken out the top floor of this building. Smoke's coming out. You hear this high pitched, like squealing, screeching noise. Kind of sounds like screams, kind of not.
Exclamation point daily, Andrew, in chat
That's like
to get your
building to
daily
a
reward.
crescendo.
You get a daily reward every day, and then you gain currency as you sit in chat.
Flock of ravens.
And then you eventually gain
also
experience points
circle
by using the
overhead.
controls. Gather in chat will give you a list of the commands that chat has.
Not ominous.
Exclamation
not at
point.
all.
There you go.
And the guard looks back and says, "Well, Heinrich, looks like your shop's a loss. Not much else to be done here." And he goes over and talks to a couple of the other guards quickly, and they start trying to move
There's your list of commands, Andrew, right there.
move some of the commoners away that have gathered. And they're like, "Okay, folks, this building's a loss.
Also has a character sheet. where you
Everybody
can gain
away."
loot.
And he calls off the fire brigade
It's a
that's
rank.
trying. And everybody just kind of sits around and watches the place burn down.
I asked Henrik if there was a basement.
No, he says that there's just the 2 levels. There's the second level and the main level. That was it.
I'll ask the guard what he thinks we should do. I'll ask him discreetly in case any commoners are still around, just with a lowered voice, what we should do with the remaining vampires that perhaps still inhabit the home as it's burning.
He says that one of the guards is going to go off and get reinforcements, and they're going to surround the house. And he says, the sun's still up for at least the time being, so we'll watch the blaze. And if anything comes out, we'll be sure to kill it. He says, as for the 3 of you, we're going to go talk to the Burgomeister. He will want to hear about this and everything that has occurred up to now. If the vampire Strahd is operating within our walls, it's of the utmost importance that we do something about it immediately.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
We're in no position to fight, though.
No, I don't want to fight, but like, I don't trust the Burgermeister.
Right?
He starts walking and motions for you to follow. And you will eventually find yourself at N3, which is the Burgomeister's mansion.
Okay, so Gideon is going to try to whisper to Tally at some point along the walk whenever he thinks it's most hidden, not to talk about the bones.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Tally, like there's not a good way for you to like hide this bag of bones.
Is it not something I can kind of like keep in my standard adventuring pack?
You
It's
could
very
try, but you're gonna need to pull off like the most righteous sleight of hand check ever because you're walking along with this guard holding this bag of bones.
Yeah, so there's not really a good way to conceal it without godly safe.
I will say that the two of you can kind of work in concert if you both want to roll a sleight of hand, and if Gideon rolls high enough, I'll give you a bonus on it. But otherwise, there's not really a good opportunity for it.
I'll whisper back. Do you think we should just try to get them to let us go to the church first?
it's worth a try.
The truth? Adventurers telling the truth? Nah, that's not a thing. I don't believe it.
How far is the church? So we're going towards N3, but N1 is where the church is.
Correct.
Maybe we can get the guard to deliver them. I feel like I can trust a random guard more than someone in position of power here.
I tend to agree, but as we're walking, before we make the turn off the main road that would take us further away from N1, I'll speak up and ask the guard to hold for a moment, and if we could stop by the church first.
He just kind of looks at you as the church. What? Why would we go to the church first? It's not only is it out of the way, but we have no business there.
I understand, but you know Father Petrovic, right?
And he says, yes. He's a good man and a beacon of light in this place.
Well, this good man sent us with a charge, and we have fulfilled that charge, but we need to return what we have found to him. It's something that's very important to him in the church, and will protect the good people of this town.
He's just kind of gives you like this disbelieving. He's like,
Try again, Huddle.
Roll persuasion.
That command that you just did, the giveaway command. It doesn't go active till Monday, but I still wanted to make sure it works.
God damn it.
No, I think the Burgomeister needs to hear this first.
Okay.
This is important. A blaze, one of the more predominant buildings in the town, goes down, and talk of vampires, the Burgomeister needs to hear of this. And he leads you to said Burgomeister. Boop. All right. You approach. I don't remember if I gave you guys flavor for this building before, so we're going to do it again. This mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars, where it has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening, above the mansion's double entrance doors. I'm not going to take you to that map because there's not a reason to just yet. Unless you guys make there to be a reason to. The guard goes up and bangs on the doors, and a maid shows up dressed in kind of a the very generic kind of maid's uniform. Very drab looking though. It's like the Barovian version of the French maid uniform, and covers far more. He says, fetch the Burgomeister, and she sees that he's a guardsman and kind of gets a look of terror on her face and runs away. The guard leads you, the three of you, the two of you, Heinrich in tow, to just the entryway of the mansion. A short time later, the Baron appears. He also has with him guards, one of which just looks kind of like your run-of-the-mill guard. The second of which is the gentleman that you have encountered before with the red right hand. You know him to be Ezek.
Dun dun dun. Sorry.
And the Burgomeister looks at the three of you and looks at the guard and says, "Well, what is it, man? Speak up." And he proceeds to tell the story of the events as he knows it, which is basically you guys kind of coming and going through the gate once, out of town, seeking some children, and then running suddenly back down, saying there's a fire and vampires at the coffin maker's shop. Listening to this, Ezek is just giving you the stare down, and the Baron seems to be kind of like, and then it gets to the part about the vampires, and he just loses all color in his face, and he's like, "Vampires in the village of Valakis, it's impossible. There are no vampires here. All will be well." Which, as you guys have heard in the past, is kind of like his mantra that he has pasted all over town on his flyers and whatnot for his festivals. He says, "I refuse to believe there are vampires in this town without proper proof of such." And he says, "Surely you would not come before me, bring these two before me without proof of vampires." He says, "Well then, speak up." And kind of both to the party, the remainder of the party, I should say, and and the guard, he kind of opens the floor for any of you to speak up about what's actually happened at this point.
Gideon is relying on the old standby of looking kind of dumb and being silent.
Nice.
It usually gets him around.
Well, we all know what poking around into boxes gets people.
A bag full of coins and a dead best friend.
Yep.
I was your best friend.
Oh, guys, should we tell him?
Nah. Henrik, do you want to explain the situation?
And he just kind of like, no, that's everything was fine until they showed up. These criminals came in and burned down my home and my business. And he starts just basically going on like this campaign against your character and how you guys came in as bandits and charlatans and managed to take everything he's ever loved in life away from him.
I'd like to interrupt him as soon as I catch on that he's doing that. I'm like, that's enough. How many of us were there?
He says, "Well, I was certainly there. I watched you burn down my home." And he says, "And this guardsman, this paragon of Valaki, will surely vouch for the fact that you came towing me along without."
I'll interrupt him and say, "Sir Burgomeister, this man was harboring vampires within caskets in the coffin shop."
And he looks, this is preposterous. Why would I do such a thing? And he looks at the Baron and he says, "All will be well, right, Baron? Like, nothing, no." He says, "I refuse to stand by this. And he just goes kind of just off on this huge tangent again about, you guys being bandits and outsiders and how justice will be served.
We should go inspect or hear back from what the guards around your shop find.
And he says, "Absolutely."
Did you not hear this? And I ask the guard that was with us when we visited N6, did you not hear the screams that were inside? The shrieks?
He just kind of tugs on his beard a little bit. He's like, yeah, we heard some odd sounds coming from there, but I mean, it could have been rats for all I know."
Probably was.
And he looks at the other guard in Ezek, and he's like, "Perhaps we should go investigate the remains. I'm sure the building is getting close to collapse now anyway." It was a very warm fire, as I recall walking away from it.
And I'll say to the Burgermeister, indeed, all will be well. But
He's-
one cannot be
Gives you a just kind of like a very like pleasing like, yes, it will be.
Yes. Was there more to that?
No, that's it for that piece. So unless you guys are going to, try to oppose their will, they're gonna effectively march you back out over to the coffin shop to see this for themselves.
Didn't he tell the guards there were 6 boxes full of vampires? Like, I remember
said-
that.
He said that there were 6 boxes, and that he didn't know what was in them,
Before we march
which he
out,
told you guys as well.
before we march out, I would say there is one who can vouch for our character, and that is Father Petrovic of St. Andrew's. If we were to go to him, he'd be able to explain everything that was going on.
The Burgermeister's like, you believe the Father would vouch for you? Interesting. And he says, very well. Let's get us on to the church then. Burning building isn't going anywhere. And he looks back and he says, Ezek, send your man over to the coffin maker's shop. Set a watch. Make sure nothing comes out. If anything moves, kill it. And he says, very well then. You 3, Henrik. And he says, I don't believe I know the 2 of you. And he makes it just kind of like a nod with his head and introduces himself as Baron Vargist Valukovic, the Burgomeister of Valaki.
Talbot Croft of, well, from far away from here.
From far, far away land.
Just kind of gives you an eyebrow when you say the far away from here part. Like, Sounds like something someone running from something would say. Type look. Very accusatory.
Oh yeah, the Father thinks we're all holy people like Tally. He thinks we're all clerics. I remember now.
Something like that. Gideon, are you going to introduce yourself to Burgomeister at all?
Nope. Not unless, like, they force him to.
Just kind of like
He's gonna
looks at
nod
you.
along and like pretend like he's smiling and just like, yeah. Really dumb.
He gives you okay, go ahead. You can speak. I've given you permission to do so. And it's this awkward silence for like a solid 2 minutes, and he clears his throat.
30 seconds in, Gideon just like continuing nodding, like reaches out his hand and goes Gid and shakes his hand really hard. There's Gid.
Okay. Very well then, to the church. And
It always
he
works.
kind of
Trust me.
pushes past Gideon, somewhat rudely, and starts heading over to N1.
People forget about you when you're an idiot.
All right. A short walk later, you make it to St. Andal's Church. There's the normal kind of large number of parishioners here, seeking refuge as the sun gets lower in the sky, as it was afternoon when you guys last left the wreckage of the coffin maker shop. And he sees the doors open and recognizes Tally in particular, and walks up and says, Tallybeth, you've returned, but you have less. Your party seems to have grown smaller. He says, I hope there was no incidents. And the Burgomeister is here as well. And he kind of bows and he says, my lord, is there something I can assist you with? And at that point, oh, that's sad. Iron Giant.
That's what happened to Skirt.
Yep, it is. The Burgomeister just kind of, quickly explains the situation. He's like, okay, you need to vouch for these guys. They're probably going to jail otherwise. And he explains, an artifact was stolen. They said they could help me. I was trying to keep this quiet as to not panic the people, and he to gain kind of favor with the Burgomeister, he's like, all will be well, as you know, Lord. And he nods his head. He says, yes, all will be well. And he kind of looks expectantly to Gideon and Tally, and were you successful in your task?
In which case, indeed we were. All will be well. And I motioned to Henrik and be like, this man paid for the theft of these relics, and I'll reach into my, well, I guess it's very big and heavy, so I'll present the bag to the father.
And he opens them and he reaches in and pulls out this what looks like a thigh bone, but the thigh bone itself, it looks like it's been like one end has been capped with like iron or steel and kind of has these inset gems in it, almost making it look like it's a club or a mace made of bone. And he's like, yes, these are them. These are the bones of Saint Andal. You've done it. And he starts getting very excited. He says, Burgomeister, it is as they say, exactly this. This has been a secret to the caretakers of this church since Saint Andal himself passed, that must keep these safe and interred here within the church, to keep our people, your people, safe from the darkness that dwells outside of the gates. And the Burgomeister just kind of like gives him this like sort of glare, sort of like, how dare you speak of things that are not well, especially around outsiders, but seems to let it slide. And he looks back over at Ezek, who has been just kind of following as the shadow. Says, Ezek, see that one of your men is posted here at the church. None are to leave carrying anything that might be bones in the future. Do I make myself clear? And Ezek kind of just nods and turns around and leaves. The father leads you guys outside and around to a small crypt that's set into the kind of the back lower side of the church on the outside, and goes in and reinterrs the bones, setting them down with reverence. And he says his words of the Morning Lord, and it appears that everything has gone well at this point. All will be well, as we know. And he turns and says, yes, that is it. The protections are back up again. None should be able to, none of the dark powers here should be able to touch us again. He says, thank you, my friends. Thank you. And he turns to the Burgomeister. He says, these men have my protection if they need it. Men and lady, sorry, Tally. He says, they've done a great deed for us and for the town, whether you know it or not, my lord. This is of vast importance. He's like, he kind of like begrudgingly is like, I was looking forward to putting more people in stocks. It's like, all right, it's fine for now. And he turns to Tally and Gideon. He says, no more trouble in my town. Understand?
We'd love nothing more, but as you know, for all to be well, vampires cannot stand. Go ahead.
He says, indeed. And he just, without another word, he just turns and flips and walks out the door, kind of flipping his
cape?
his fur-lined cape around.
I'd like to ask the Father Petrovic, our two companions, we're afraid they were lost in the altercation, but we have yet to recover their remains. May there be something perhaps the church can do to help us either protect their souls or perhaps revivify them?
He comes up and puts one hand on each of your shoulders, one on Tally's shoulder and one on Gideon's shoulder. So the three of you are kind of standing in a triangle. He says, I'm truly sorry, my friends, but know that their sacrifices were not in vain. We were very much open to attack, more than the Burgomeister would care to admit. As for your friend's fate, I do not know what I can do for them. perhaps if we had the remains, there might be something we can try. But even then, I am but a humble priest. If the morning Lord wills it so, I will do what I can. But that is all I can promise.
Appreciate it, Father. We hope to return shortly then.
Can't make a war forge out of wood.
Why not? Iron.
Because you. I'm really
Can't you make a bridge out of stone?
Oh, jeez. Anyway, all right. So you guys have returned the bones here. Father Lucius has agreed. Oh, we've been using the same name. We've been using the name of the priest from the village of Barovia the whole time.
Oh, am I using the wrong name?
Yeah, it's Father Lucius. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I'll change my notes.
That part, you guys have fulfilled your word to the priest, and he tells you that if you wish to keep Arena here, she's welcome to hide here for as long as she needs to. I'll see that she's well taken care of and tended to, and so long as the bones stay here, no harm should befall her. And he says, I am concerned that so many people know the secret now, though. So it's very possible that this may not stay a secret for much longer.
What's going on with Henrik?
Henrik is very, kind of being quiet and staying off to the side, like he's trying to, slide under the radar. He's pulling a Gideon. People forget about quiet.
Right?
I turn to Gideon. I think we should go back and see if there's anything we can find. Does that sound good to you?
Didn't they try to confine us to here?
No, they didn't.
Mm-mm.
After the bit with the priest, you guys are good
Cool.
for
Yeah.
now. There's the very clear warning, don't cause any more problems, or we're gonna have problems.
We might want to wait till morning. What time is it?
The sun is just about ready to go down.
Is Arena already here at the church?
Yes.
Okay.
Her and Ismark were hanging out here while you guys went on your errand.
Cool. I'd say if you think that's best, then I am fine with that. What do you think we should do about him? And I nod towards Henrik.
Henrik is just kind of for his part, he just looks at you and says, "There's not much you can do with me." He says, "Regardless of everything that happened, you burned down my place of business and my home." He says, "I'm going to the inn to get a drink and see if they have a room for me," and does his best to try to leave the church. His demeanor has changed very much. Before he seemed terrified, now he just seems angry.
Skirp would not let that stand. Just
I mean,
you don't
it
get to
didn't seem like
Harvard.
he set it up. More like he's just a greedy. I mean, kind of greed got us all into this at this point. You guys didn't do anything to trigger those vampires. But we were looking for treasure.
It's true, you, Tally, you don't really understand what happened up there. Nothing, all of a sudden there was just, a thud and a scream.
Suddenly
and then you guys
vampires.
Yeah. So, if Gideon wants to explain what happened, that's up to him. But unless you think, in character to do so, I mean, you may want answers as to, okay, so what the hell just happened?
For real, though, Gideon's not 100% certain what happened. I mean, he was kind of, waiting to go down the stairs while Squirrel looked in that other room, and then suddenly vampires.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was over in 20 seconds.
I'm not as concerned with
Look, a host.
I'll definitely want to ask you what happened.
Thanks for that,
but,
host Skifford. I appreciate it, buddy. How
all
are
I
you doing
know
this
is this
evening?
Henrik
Hope you're
fella
streaming
was
it well.
harboring vampires,
What's the difference between games?
because of that,
Andrew,
I don't
the
care how they got
games.
loose.
Sorry for
Because of
such
that,
delay in your
Two of
response.
my allies are dead.
every game has its
And
own
so-
rule set. Like, okay, every
Before he like
edition
slinks away,
or
I
type
want to
that
call
you
out
play
to him
will
to
have
tell
its
him to
own
stop.
rule set.
And I'm going
And
to
it'll
approach
have
him.
its own genre.
And
For example, Dungeons and
assuming
Dragons
he
has
doesn't, like,
5
run away from
editions
me,
right now.
gonna get, like,
Each
right up
edition
into his
has a
face.
little bit different rules to learn and follow.
And
There is also games like Pathfinder, which is another way
Sort
to
of kinda
play
like me, like,
essentially
grab
Dungeons
him
and
by the
Dragons,
shirt
but a lot more
and
rules and stuff.
kind of
There
lower
is
my
games
voice a
like
little bit
Rifts, which is built in
and
the
say,
future. You're wearing body armor, you're
"What the hell do you
tanks
think
and
we're going to
energy
be doing?"
guns, and there's games like Shadowrun where it's kind of built on
He says,
standard society.
I honestly don't know what you want me to say.
But Magic's Return
Any
to the
wealth I had
World, and
was
it's a
in that
whole new
shop.
rule set. There's stuff like
The
Werewolf,
coin I had that
where
I
you
was
play a
paid
werewolf.
for, whatever
There's
was in those
vampires, where
crates,
you play a vampire.
was in that shop.
I
Like,
don't
I
give a-
have nothing.
All right, Andrew. See
I
you.
don't
Thanks
give
for
a
stopping
damn
by.
about your wealth.
Thanks
He
for
says,
the
what I'm going to do,
follow.
I'm going to go
I appreciate
to
it.
the Blue Water Inn
Feel
and
free to
get pissed
come
drunk
stop by and ask
try to
me
figure out what I'm
questions
gonna do
about
with the
role
rest of my
playing at
life.
any
That's what I'm gonna
time.
do.
I stream 5 days a
And he just
week,
kind of
usually in
he
the
kind of
mornings.
just, like,
Happy
very,
to answer questions.
like
Hit me
stands
up.
up straight
I'll
and
help you
tries
out
to
the
push
best
you
I
off
can.
him.
I'll like.
If
lose
you're
my
playing a
shit as he
game in a
does that.
system I understand, I'll even help you make
And I'll
a
say,
character. I know quite a
well-
few games, but not them all.
Next time you decide to hold on to some crates for a little bit of coin, make sure it's not something that's going to get some people killed.
And he just, like, at this point, he's walking away and he just puts his hand up, kind of like waving you off. Like, and because that always happens when I go snooping around in other people's business. That's kind of a dig. So unless you guys are gonna, yeah, pretty much. Unless you guys are gonna do further things to try to stop him, he's just gonna keep walking.
No, it's. I'm
Which
not
he
going to.
mentioned he's gonna go to the Blue Water Inn, whether or
We
not
know
that's
where he-
true.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are we gonna stay at the inn? Are we gonna go back to? Are we gonna stay at the church?
That's up to you guys.
We have rooms rented at the inn, but did we rent
You
for
do.
more than one night?
No, you guys rented for the single night last time. You can always go back and do another.
Another night.
I don't know. Gideon might be a little bit richer, so why don't you ask?
Speaking of which, should I get a quick count of like what denomination and how much was in there?
Oh yeah, it was. Boo! Be quiet, child. 30 silver, 12 electrum.
That's some amount of money.
Yep. That is some amount of money. All right. So yeah, the two of you.
Just the two of us. Yeah, Gideon. What do you? Do you have a preference in?
Gideon's gonna get really drunk.
Sounds like a good idea.
He had one of those kinds of days.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh God, who's gonna tell Kilt?
Who is gonna tell Kilt? Who's gonna tell the donkey?
Oh,
I'll tell the donkey if you want to tell Kilt.
Oh, kilt that he's free.
let's just pretend we don't recognize Kilt. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, kid.
Now this
Go
could
away,
this,
tiny child. Leave me
this could
alone.
this could totally be a Knight's Tale moment, where he gets a field promotion.
Skirp
Wait.
rolls to-
Is Greg's new character gonna be the kid? Come on, that'd be awesome.
It's
a
the same
perfect
height.
segue. Like, I'll play the donkey that's a druid. That'd be awesome, right? I'll just be the donkey that's been a
donkey
druid
was
the whole time.
The whole time.
Right?
We're gonna go
Right, I
recover
like this.
Skirp's armor, give it to Kilt, say you're a paladin. That's how
I
it
can just-
works.
I like it.
Put a
I
different
like
head
it.
on this thing.
Yeah, it's really just he
Take
just
that.
made it not green. It probably
Zeb,
be
you can
okay.
totally be like a
Little
donkey
helmet
druid, but
on
your
it.
intelligence score has got to be in the toilet. It's got to be like a 4 or a 5.
How do you explain that I've been a druid for in donkey form for so long though, and only
Very
level 3?
high charisma.
See
no,
what happened
because in fifth
is
edition, it's 1 hour period.
You're just very convincing.
it's a curse.
Oh, then I gotta be
You
stuck.
got you got kicked in the head by a donkey, and that
Jesus
part of you
Christ.
that's a druid flipped on and turned you into a donkey, and you didn't figure out how to turn it off.
So
I like.
okay, this idea I'm fine with running with if we can really actually hatch it down because it's hilarious. I'm sure Stream would love me being a donkey druid, right, Stream? What do you think, chat? Should I be a donkey? Come on.
Your other idea we will discuss. It is not outside the realm of possibilities.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to go get blitzed at the inn and drink to the memory of your friends, yes?
Yes.
All right. Blitzing may commence. Unless you guys have anything pressing, I will push you on to the next day.
I don't think so. Unless Rictavio's having a giggle.
Yeah, I mean, is Rictavio still being entertaining?
He's not here.
That's
Oh.
fine.
I've played
Oh,
so
man,
many.
the tiger would
That's
totally
what's fun
be
about
great
role
against
playing
all
to
those
me
vampires.
is we can play so much random things.
See, I just wanted him to
All right,
be
Skipper,
a Warforged
I
man
hope
of
your
woods
stream
so
went
he can, like,
amazing, my
stick a
friend.
finger through a
Thank you for
vampire's
that
chest
host.
and
I
stick
always appreciate it. Remember, my
I feel like
stream
that's a very
tomorrow doesn't
specific
start
type
until
of
4
wood
p.m.
or
Eastern.
forged.
I hope to see you. I know it's later
I'm
than
made
my
of
normal start.
rosemary.
I hope work is awesome and
I
whatever
take on all the other
adulting you have
properties
to
of
do goes
rosemary,
well.
which means I suck,
does it
but I'm
actually
also
have to
very
be
Sleep
a
well, my
specific
friend.
kind of
Sleep well.
Delicious.
I'm just going off of regular vampire lore. I don't
Yeah.
think it actually has to be.
As long as it is appropriate and safe for work.
Yes. All right,
Andrew.
next morning. You guys wake
As
up.
long as it is
Things,
not
the night passed.
nudity or something
You drink
racist,
a
Andrew, you
lot,
can
a lot.
definitely do it.
But there's just kind of the two of you just hanging out, being homies. Like, what do we do now? You're stuck in this strange land. Gideon lost his best friend. Tally lost. We're not really sure what Tally lost, but she lost it. You do have an invitation to see the Voctors, Lady Voctor in particular. That was supposed to be kind of like a standing invitation for you guys to just go when it was convenient. So you can do that.
We were going to try to recover the bodies, find
Or at
out.
least let's go. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go
you guys
check it
may
out.
have wanted to check out the wreckage of the home as well. Perhaps I'll just talk like this for the rest of the evening. I don't even know what accent it is. Seems like it's slipping somewhere between Scottish and Irish.
Can
just
I
think it's kinda
have a
horrible.
single request since I'm 4 beers in and dead?
Is it Olden? Is it Hedocious? By any
Yes.
chance?
2 people are dead. I think we deserve a little Hudocious.
Oh god, I haven't done
Can
Hedocious
he
in so
be one
long.
of the guardsmen we meet?
He's not a guardsman.
He's in disguise.
I don't remember how healing works. Do I just heal to full without needing
Yeah.
to roll?
You guys took a full rest, so
You heal the full and you get half your hit dice
half
back.
any spent hit dice back.
But I don't think we got that far.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
so
end up
the
spending-
morning came, and on that morning
As
there were
long as
2
you're
less
having
party.
fun, Andrew, you're
For
doing
the
it
DM
right.
is bastard
That's
and
what
made you
matters,
fight
buddy.
6,
All right, you have a great
CR
evening, man.
25
Again, thanks for the
things.
follow. Thanks for stopping
Actually,
by.
I made that
I hope to
number
see you
up.
come
It's
back.
such a
Like I
cool
said, we
time.
play usually D&D is
Yeah,
once
I'm
a
not
month.
sure we could have
We
taken
play
one of
usually the
those
first
things.
Thursday of every month, sometimes at variants.
Meta,
I
will
post
tell you
when we're
guys
going to
it's
play
not a
it.
fair fight. I'll just leave it at that.
Otherwise, we play all sorts of games.
See,
so
I'm saying
you have a
this-
great night.
This whole
I hope to see you
campaign
back, man.
is Just teaching us to run.
Any
away from
questions?
things.
Come ask me. I'm
Well,
happy
Well,
to
you
help.
made a
Great,
character
so
that
Robin.
refuses to run, so you just keep dying over and over.
Yeah, well, the character. I made the character first. Like, that's all right.
He's playing it.
But
Pretty
he's-
good
he's-
character.
He's done this trick before though.
It's true. Which reminds me, well, it reminds me of something that we'll get to later.
Whoa.
But I'm glad it reminded me of it. All right. So you guys are going to go over to N6, yes?
Yeah.
Investigate the remains of the
Yes.
home.
Go take a look.
Let's take a look in a book. There are no books here. The whole place
Yeah.
burned down. And that is largely true of this, if you can call it even remains. It's ash, and just like if a building could be a skeleton, that is what remains here.
Watch
And
stream.
there's, part of the
Beth, watch stream. That's for you,
foundation.
buddy.
All right, nice. There's part of the foundation that's there. Part of the roof that collapsed in is still nearby. Kind of fell over and part way into the lot next to it, but there doesn't appear to be anything in terms of remains here. The fittings from the doors, nails, things like that.
There's any recognizable metal armor from Skirp? He was nearly out, right?
Let's have an investigation check.
Oh God.
Why has it got to be based on intelligence? I miss
That's
perception.
what investigation is. Is I'm searching specifically in this area.
Can I percept specifically in this area?
Can I percept?
You cannot.
Oh.
Your int isn't that bad.
Yes, it is. It's a -1.
It's not that bad.
That's
It could be
pretty
a
bad.
It could be -2.
It
You
could
could
be a
have rolled a 2.
+5.
That's true. See, look, what are you complaining about?
My dead friends.
Oh, that's fair.
Too soon.
Boo.
Too soon. Too soon.
The 14, you kind of poke around, and maybe there's a piece of metal long enough you can kind of use a poke and stick to sift through the remains, and there's nothing here, which is kind of odd. You'd figure he was wielding a war pick and wearing heavy armor and his everything. You'd figured there'd be something left, but there just isn't.
That is very strange.
Of the sorcerer, there is even less. However, Gideon, roll a D100. Very good, sir. Very good. As you're poking through the remains of the building, you find what looks like maybe like a goat horn. And then you pick it up and you're kind of looking at it. And you realize that this was one of Squirrel's head horns.
Rip. It's really gruesome, but he's gonna hold on to that.
All right. God damn it, Craig.
Meow.
Pretty much.
No.
All right. As you guys, hey, be nice. She's being testy all of a sudden.
Oh no.
It's getting near her bedtime.
She
And I'm
heard
sitting.
me
I'm
meowing.
sitting in her bed, technically speaking. Right. So the remains of this place, there's nothing else to be found other than the tiefling horn that Gideon has retrieved.
Are there any guardsmen around?
There are some milling about, yes. They seem to be kind of keeping a look on both you and the area where supposedly there was vampires. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Starting to look like maybe they didn't find any vampires, or if they did, something's not in the up and up.
Something indeed.
I guess our really only lead is to go after this lady, but
Yeah.
Gideon is now very interested in killing vampires.
Very interested indeed.
Gideon the Vampire Slayer.
I mean,
Gideon, the Vampire Slayer.
The Saturday morning cartoon intro for him.
Yeah, pretty much. You just make it metal and just go like the new Castlevania style.
Yes.
I should watch that at some point.
Blood and whips everywhere, man. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to take a day to like figure out what you're doing with your lives? Do you want to go see what Lady Voctor wanted from you? You could leave, like maybe you want to continue going on. You know, there's other apparently villages in the area.
I'm kind of leaning towards checking out and seeing what Lady Voctor wanted with us. But I don't know how you feel, Gideon.
Yeah, he's down to stick with you, at least for this. At the very least, too, he's going to want to, at some point, talk to Rictavio? Can't remember how to pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
Depends on
kind of
the day.
worked out that part of our tarot reading was that he's wrapped up in whatever's keeping us trapped here. Right?
That is what you suspect.
He's more than he seems.
Yes.
Do you want? I guess since we're here, we can stop by his stall in N5 on our way out. And
All right.
see if-
Yeah, it is in the area.
And see if he's there.
While the cart is here,
Mm-hmm.
you see that the chains and the padlock are gone.
Can we see that? Is there any way to tell if somebody's like inside the?
There's a kind of like a little like front like tiny porch thing you could get up and look in through like the barred windows that are on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
All right. You do so, and it is empty. You do see what looks to be kind of like a straw mat like bed for maybe like a small horse or something. Like it looks like an animal was laying there. In addition, there are like claw like rake marks along one side of the wall on the inside here, and it looks like it kind of took out. It took out like some shelving that was there. It's kind of laying broken in pieces, scattered along the floor of the wagon.
Looks like no one's home.
Well, we'll come back
Yeah.
another time, maybe. I wonder where he would have taken the big thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gotta be hard to sneak around with that.
Right? That would be quite the show. All right.
All right, so that leads you. You're going to go to the Voctor house.
The Voctor.
Yeah.
To see the Voctor.
house. This is the Voctor in. The Voctor is always in for you. Yeah, and apparently I'll just talk like this for the rest of the evening. And now I'm back to that accent again. How'd that even happen? Jeez.
Oh man, you're just blurring the line here.
The lines are just gone, man. I don't even know.
Thanks, Kit.
Who are you
Appreciate
people?
it.
What year is it?
What is
Oh
a
god,
line?
now I'm talking
So
like this.
prompt. So
Ah.
great.
That'd actually be a pretty interesting like character.
What? Someone
like
that
maybe, or like maybe a character that like was it mediums in Pathfinder that get possessed by spirits?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just they keep shifting.
Oh god, that'd be so bad. Who am I today? Who do you want to be today? All right. So the Voctor house. Again, I believe you got flavor on this, but for those of you watching, and just because it's been a month, I will repeat it. This house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become. Some personification for you.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, we've already run into one house that actually tried to eat us.
Yeah, I'm sure that's totally unrelated.
Won't be the first time.
Do we want to go into a house that might try to kill itself while we're inside?
As you approach the front door, you see that it is finely carved. There are bronze fittings all about it. And there is a knocker and a small window cut into it. Looks like it has a slide thing over it.
Time to knock knock.
All right. You knock, and the window slides open, and he says, "Can I help you?" Very lurch-like.
We're here to see Lady Voctor. She's expressed interest in meeting with us.
He's like, "Do you have an appointment?"
We were planning to just come by and see her today, actually.
Says, let's play the game, shall we? Both of you roll intelligence checks.
Let's play the
Huh.
game.
We are
What's your-
so screwed. We really
what's
need
your
someone with
mod?
intelligence.
Because I know what my int mod is.
0.
Mine's +6. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah. Not all of us can be the DM.
I think you guys need an int and possibly a charisma character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you killed our paladin.
And our sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So we aren't
moving on.
we're not.
You
a strongly
killed
int
the
party.
charisma. That's all I gotta say. You killed it.
Credited.
We had the charisma.
As you guys are kind of just yeah, we have a, and he's like,
Ooh,
"The book
Raven.
club, of course."
Are you trying to get my attention, buddy?
The book club.
And the window slams closed and the doors open. And you see that it opens into a narrow vestibule, and there are 3 stained glass doors in wooden frames that kind of lead out in different directions from this entryway. The gentleman at the door is an impossible distance away from the door, given how quickly the little tiny window on it just closed and the doors opened. Like he's standing a full 30 feet away from the doors. His standing upright, 6'5", hands behind his back. Very well dressed, just looking at you guys. And he's, "This way, please." Turns on his heel, opens the door directly behind him, and walks through it. This opens into what makes up the parlor. Here, 3 elegant couches surround an oval table made of black glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs a portrait of a smirking nobleman who appears to has had his nose broken at one point in time, as it has a slight crook to it. There's a tangle of graying hair that hangs at his temples, but that's pretty much representative of all of the hair that he has left. He has almost pseudo mutton chops and nothing else. Several smaller portraits of people that look like relations hang off to the sides of it. There is a woman standing here near one of the fires, and she turns and claps her hands together and says, "Excellent. I was wondering when you would show up." And she kind of looks past you and she says,
Bless you.
"Though I expected there to be more of you." She just kind of waves her hand and says, "Never the matter." She says, "Welcome. As I'm sure my man told you, I have a sort of let's just call it a job for you." And she says, "Come, please sit." And she motions to the couches that are set nearby.
Clearly, the couches are actually mimics, right?
You know me too well.
All right, Gideon.
The tickets are now diamonds. Maybe this time.
Something like that.
I'll sit as best as I can. I'm in armor, so
That's fair.
I might just stand awkwardly.
She says, "So, my man Ernst tells me you are a capable lot, and I have need of capable men. Ernst himself is good about skulking from here to there, but apparently not good enough, as I am told that you found him out. However, he has told me of your exploits while you're in town, that you have come through the old Slavich road from the village of Barovia on your own. It's not many people that would dare that walk. She says, brave man and woman that you are, a task, if you would have it. She says, this village, this Valaki, come in. What do you think of it? What is your reactions? Its people and its leadership.
I look at Gideon to see if
Would
he wants
Gideon
to speak
know what an
first.
ostrich is?
An ostrich?
Burying
No.
their head in the sand.
No,
You
he
could
would
probably
not.
just say a bird if you'd like.
I'm just never mind. It only really works with ostriches.
Do you know of ostriches?
Is there anything equivalent?
Yes, an
Emus.
emu. No, I don't know.
Here we go.
Emu.
Emu. The emu says he would cut himself if he had wrists. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, she's basically asking how you guys feel about the things you have seen here so far.
Seems like a city under siege, but it doesn't want to acknowledge that it's under siege.
And she says, it does, doesn't it? And then she kind of, and you, my lady, what say you?
All is well, is it not? I say with some amount of sarcasm. Seems
And-
like there's a lot of fear of reality here.
She holds up
fear
one
information.
finger, kind of like you hit on a point. She says, and there you have it. All is not well, is it? Not actually. Not as our illustrious Burgomeister would have you believe. And I, for one, and several others, quite frankly, are tired of his lack of action. I would have you deal with him. Let him, shall we say, disappear, and other people, more capable people, shall rule in his place. And then perhaps all truly will be well in this glorious village of Valaki. She gives you a rather wicked grin, finishing off the last bit of that sentence.
Trying to see how disruptive it would be. I should have cast this before I walked in there. I'd like to cast Detect Evil and Good, but I don't want to. I don't know if that's.
Be obvious about it.
I'm not even too concerned about being obvious. Like, just more that like, I'm not going to announce that like I'm trying to tell if you're evil. But
Do you need a verbal
Does it have a-
component?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
If it
it's got
has
a
a-
verbal and somatic,
Oh,
but
then
like
you're
that doesn't
screwed.
mean I say I'm detecting evil or good, right? I say some incantation.
But you can still hear the divine in the air, right? Like spells.
Just say you're
Resonate.
asking your god for guidance.
You could bluff and sneeze.
Oh my god. I love it.
Klaatu, Verata.
That would be awesome. You should bluff and sneeze.
I think I think I'll just ask if I can
Excuse
communicate with my
yourself
god
to
for
the
a moment
restroom
to
and
think
say
on
you
it.
have to go do girly things and cast
She
it while
kind
you're
of-
in there.
Gives you like an odd. She says, "If that is what you wish."
All right, go detect evil and good, I guess.
Okay.
There's so much evil around that it completely blinds you.
Ugh. I know if there's aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet. If a place or object has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Fiend pings and Desecrate pings.
Hmm. Where does it ping? It says where the creature is located.
Fiend pings, not Lady Voctor, but like Lady Voctor's like shoulder.
Her shoulder's evil.
Not the shoulder.
Probably we'll say probably within like 15 of closing tonight, just since we've got 2 people dead, and I'm sure you guys just don't want to sit and listen to the
15
other 2
of
play.
your Earth minutes.
Yes, 15 of them ish. Not too. It won't be that.
Oh,
might not
we
even be that long, we'll
lost
see.
Arts and Craft on stream.
We did.
No.
What?
Oh no.
Maybe he's changing and didn't want to be indecent.
It's back. It's back, chat. It's back.
It'll come back on in a second.
Time to switch to creative.
The Desecrate piece pings from somewhere else in the house. Like behind and below her, effectively.
But you're saying that this place is certainly not right.
I mean, it... Yeah, Tally pinged Fiend and Desecration, so...
I mean, I guess the woman is asking us to assassinate the current leader of the place is probably not going to be like, you know, a good person.
I don't think you joined the Goblin
So I guess,
Goblin
like,
Horde,
after
did you,
chanting
the
and
stretcher?
thinking and feeling the
When the Goblin Horde
detecting
came
the
running
evil.
through, did you join? There you go. There you go. Get out of the stretcher.
I'll say.
Hopefully it still
You
lets
may
you
need
join.
time to consider
I don't know,
it
does it let you join
further,
mid-game? This is
but
Raven's thing.
I presume if we
Aw,
were to follow
bummer.
through with this, somebody
We
like
usually
you
don't
would be
last long,
taking
so don't worry.
the
We'll
Burgermeister's
start another
place.
one up shortly.
She kind of puts her hand up like to her chest, and she's like, "Why? Yes, I think that I would."
It's probably because it's not in its like starting
And
phase.
what is it that you think
I
that you
imagine.
would do differently?
Stretcher.
Well, for one, I would not lie to my people. I would very much tell them the truth of the matter, and that what we have here is a paradise. It is a bastion against the forces outside of our majestic walls.
Zabukiel's Knights.
Oh.
I like how I have the double S, guys. Zabukiel's is.
So
Sorry,
this
did
is
you
why
say
revolutions aren't always good.
Did she say she would or wouldn't tell them?
She
that-
would.
that this is a bastion against the evil forces.
Yes.
This is a
Like
paradise.
she would be very, very much more upfront with people about what's going on.
Okay.
There would be no more of this all is well crap. There would be no more fake festivals.
I've been
And
playing for roughly
you
24
wish to do
years,
this
I
just
think,
out
so we
of the
figured
goodness
out
of your
earlier.
heart
So,
and
any
to
questions,
tell
feel
the people
free.
the truth.
We play once a
She
month
says,
on my
"Certainly,
channel,
they have
usually the first
suffered under
Thursday of the
this."
month.
She kind of searches for the word.
Otherwise,
chooses a
I'm here 5
regime
days a week, Monday
too
through
long.
Friday. I
They
start
grow
about 10,
tired and
anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m.
complacent.
Eastern, and 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern, pending if
Can I
I'm
roll
taking my
insight?
kids to school or not.
To see how much we're being strung along.
Sure.
And that is also true. I die within
Nice.
the first 5 minutes.
Everything she's telling you is true, or at least
So I've been playing
she's
camera
being
guy.
honest with her feelings,
Drinking,
if nothing else.
talking to chat, trying not to interrupt the role playing too much. Still dead, Sneaky. I haven't been able to build a new character yet, buddy. I'm just playing. The Paladin died though, Sneaky.
You make a compelling argument,
So
though I'm not sure we're really outfitted to be revolutionaries. And I turn to Gideon and say, besides, we've
well, I'm glad I am on
Quite a
your
loss
follows list,
recently.
regardless if it was a ninja follow.
Vive la revolution!
Sneaky, this game doesn't really, like if you don't know much about D&D, man, we've been playing
Gideon
the same
magically
game.
has on a
This
a
is our
beret
sixth
and
session.
a smallish
Sixth session.
mustache.
This
Sixth
would be fantastic.
session.
This is part of your demon hunting outfit.
Each of them going anywhere from 3 to 5 hours.
Vampire hunting.
Vampire
So you
hunting,
figure
excuse
we're
me.
25 to 30
might
hours
need
in
to be
this
a
game
demon
alone. This is our first actual deaths. So me and the Paladin will remake characters, and we will carry on next month with our guys. We're only level 3. I think this campaign
What you
takes
ask
us
of
to
us,
level
you have to understand, is a pretty
10ish.
pretty
I
big
think.
ask, especially for people
I'd have to
who are from
ask
this
the
area,
DM.
so forgive us. We'll need some time.
Yeah,
to
D&D
think
goes
about
on
it.
forever, buddy. It doesn't really
She
end.
says,
You can have a D&D
Understood.
game
She
go
says,
years.
but that you are
Um,
outsiders is the exact reason why I would ask you
It's
to
all
do
about
such. You
role-playing.
have, shall we say, a
So-
unique perspective
It's
on our
think of playing
situation.
Skyrim, but with your friends as one guy controls the world, and then you
I
and
do ask, before we
3
go,
or 4
what
of your
of-
friends are playing.
What do you know of
Um,
Ezek, the one that
Yeah,
serves
the longest
Burgermeister
game
in his
I ever
right
played
hand?
lasted about 6 years
The man is a
before
beast.
the group of friends of us who were actually like
In what
meeting
ways?
in person
He's a
every week to
thug.
play.
He
Stop.
does as the Burgomeister.
Oh my god, you're
bans
killing me,
without
Sneaky. Have you
any
played
sort
any
of
RPG
regard
game
for what is
ever?
actually proper within what should be the laws of the city. Burgomeister demands it done. He simply does it.
You sound like you're speaking from
Fallout?
experience.
Have you
Has
played
he done
Fallout?
something in particular?
Have you played
He is a dog on a long
Horizon
leash.
Zero Dawn?
Let's just leave it at that.
Any RPG. Man.
And what of his arm?
It's hard
You know,
hard to
really.
relate to you, I guess.
She says, I know little of it. The Burgomeister found him in the woods as a young man, and his arm was already that way when he found him this so.
I see. Well, appreciate your hospitality. We'll consider your offer.
She
What-
just kind of lightly bows to you and says, absolutely.
Just to understand, aside from what would be the, for lack of a better term or phrase, what would be in it for us?
Wealth, a place here should you need it, and
I see.
safety against that which lies outside our gates.
Safety that lies outside, you say?
She says, you've traveled outside of our gates. You surely know what things lurk beyond.
Mm-hmm. Ah, but you mean safety here, not...
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
Gotcha. Well, very well. Thank you.
Sorry, trying to be elegant as
I
a
know.
noble lady is not my my forte.
You and me both, brother.
Oh, come on. I think you can do it. You're both doing great.
I'm not quite haughty enough for such
Hotty,
things.
hotty. Alright. Think we'll get up and see ourselves out.
All right. Where to then? I mean, option-wise, I mean, you guys are kind of trying to figure out where you're going to go from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of want to try to find Rictavio.
I'm with you on that.
You can ask around. You can go back to the bar and ask. I mean, he's been there in the past, so it's possible people may know his schedule if he has one, or maybe where he goes when he's not here. You could ask around the town square. There is the general store, which is near to where his wagon is as well.
Tally
Darcy.
me banana.
Do what?
You get to decide what we're doing.
Oh boy. This is new. Let's check out the inn, I guess, and yeah, let's ask around, see if we can find this dude. Maybe as we're walking back there, I kind of like not whisper, but just quietly talk with Gideon. Like, what do you think about? Like, she's not wrong, but
She's in love with the status quo. Just as bad as the current Burgermeister.
there is something foul in there as well. Something foul about her, not her herself, but
I didn't smell anything.
think of it as just a different kind of scent. But hey, let's find this Rictavio.
All right, to the inn with ye. There are a couple things. as you walk in, the inn itself is a little bit. Uh-oh. Zeb just went AFK. Damn. He says he'll watch the VOD. Fine. You guys walk into the inn. It is somewhat deserted. There is the usual barkeep. There is also someone in a very like hood up dark cloak sitting at one of the tables in the corner. Looks like he's just kind of keeping to himself. Keeps his cup up high to his face, so you can't really make out any details. But Rictavio doesn't appear to be present. Upon seeing you, the bartender waves you over, and she's like, "Oh, good, you're back. My husband wanted to speak with you about something. He said that he's heard what you did for the church and thought maybe you could help him out with a little something, if you were interested. He says it would be good for room and board for the foreseeable future if you were interested in such."
Sure, we'd be happy to talk with him. Have you seen Rictavio lately?
She says he was the other day, but he tends to kind of just come and go as he pleases. We know he ranges out kind of to the west of town on occasion. But he says other than that, they're not really sure. He usually comes back, paid his room like a month in advance, so we're holding it for him effectively. So it's very likely he'll come back around. And she says, "Just a moment, I'm going to go get my husband. He was really looking forward to speaking with you." And she walks off. As that happens, the inn door like bursts open heavily, and they're standing in the doorway, top hat atop his full face helm, is this short, squat-looking knight. A war pick strapped to his back.
Oh shit.
And he's kind of breathing like heavily. You can see him like heaving breaths, like his shoulders are rising and falling, like maybe he was just running, some strenuous activity. And that will be where we ended for tonight.
Dun dun dun.
Burder. Skirp, are you even there? He might be muted. Skirp, come in, Skirp. Your landing gear down.
Paging Skirp.
Buttons.
Buttons.
Coming in hot, Skirp.
Skirp.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Who dropped?
Skirp never dies.
Skirp.
Only the actors who play him.
Yep.
Skirp, 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 Skirp.
I thought I heard his
my
mic
Skirp.
light up.
Yep, there it is. It's lighting up.
Light it up, Skirp.
Skirp.
All right, well, I'm going to decide that when he bursts in through the door, he yells, "I'm back, bitches!"
Little goblin, like high-pitched.
Washington's back, baby.
Skirp has confirmed via divine intervention that is exactly what he said.
There is picture. I can't tell.
Yeah,
if
we
it's
see
video.
your video feed. It's just looking at your craft table. Weird.
Oh,
Yeah, the
speed
video.
up.
Nothing's moved on the video yet.
Now the
Maybe.
video's back.
There we go.
Still no audio.
Still no audio. Weird.
Move his mouth. Yeah,
There we go.
got him.
Oh my god. I've been talking for like half an hour. You guys just keep talking over me. And I was like, oh, okay.
Why didn't you?
Once your
Whatever.
character died, you stopped mattering.
Right? Oh,
Your character's
I was-
dead, Greg. You can't play with us anymore.
I was doing ghostly things. And here, you can. Here's is the progress I've made so far.
Nice.
Perfect.
And yeah, the camera was working just fine on my end. So
Yeah,
I
that's
figured
weird,
it
I
was
don't
all fine. Like I just spent the last like hour doing, a papercraft demo.
Yeah,
for,
we
I
had
guess,
like
nobody.
It
We
kind
were
of
watching
everybody was
that. We
watching
said
it.
no sound. We said no sound.
It was good. Everybody was watching. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Zeb even
It's,
blew it up to like super large size.
Yep.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it was on primarily on stream while we were doing stuff in the background.
So it's-
So yes,
I'll show you how far we've gotten so far. Little bastard.
So, Skirp, what were your words when you came in through the doors?
It was something very close to what you wrote up for me. There we go. In all his
All right.
glory.
my notes are a bit
Yeah.
there.
He'll get some detail, but
Nice.
Sick.
The
Awesome.
mighty Skirp has returned.
the shield is way too big for him, but I will find a way to make it work. And then here's his placeholder legs.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I did like a full size human. I mocked it out for size comparison and everything.
It's
Somebody should
dedication right there.
run down the road and stop Kilt, who we told to walk home.
As soon as I hear that Kilt is walking home, I'm gonna go chase, follow.
Skirp 3.0.
I'm gonna go find him, bring him back.
We can rebuild
There
him.
needs to be another bar that is how many times Skirp has died.
The re-skirpening.
He just gets more powerful every time he gets struck down.
Yeah.
Party death count 3.
Oh man. Alright, so that's
That
it
was
then.
it.
Should we end stream and send off host?
Yep, that's probably good.
Are we doing the
Everybody,
first
thanks
Thursday
for
next
watching.
month? Do we want to talk about that real quick or talk about it off
Yeah,
stream?
that's.
Let me check my calendar.
That is the 7th.
Should
As
be.
far as I know, that's perfectly fine.
We should be
Yep.
okay.
Should
Hang
be
on.
good on my side too.
Alright, so tentatively we
7th,
have December 7th chat for the next stream. Catch that. I appreciate everybody
good.
stopping in. I appreciate the hosts, the follows today. We've had a solid stream of over 30 people almost the entire time. It's been amazing. I'm glad you guys have had fun. Let's send you off. Let's refresh real quick, see who we have going, and we will get you off to somebody that's entertaining. And if not entertaining, you can just kick them in the nuts and leave and say you guys are no fun. I don't mind that either.
That's what Skirp did to that one guy.
Here we go. Season 12 is kicking
Super
off.
effective.
I want to try the new raid feature. If anybody in chat can do the raid feature with me, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. I haven't done it yet, and I want to try it now. So let's do this. We're going to raid a guy that's starting off in Season 12 of Diablo 3. It's the closest thing to an RPG I have going on. Most people on my list are all competitive players of different various games. So here we go.
Let's see if I didn't have to go to bed.
Raid
I
with
will
me,
start playing
boys.
closer to-
Raid with me. Push that raid button.
I clicked it.
Push it, boys.
Sure. It's like, I
Everybody.
don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Everybody.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock your body.
Everybody. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa.
Wow.
There he is.
Found him.
Like we got a couple more seconds and then it's gonna go
So
off.
good.
Speaking of Diablo, is anybody gonna be
We
playing
got-
Diablo Season 12?
We got
I
7
would.
raiders.
If it wouldn't kill me.
One of these days I'll go back to Diablo.
I have never
It's a
played
good-
it.
It's a good time to come back. They just did a big patch that's changing a lot of the different builds,
Changes.
making a lot more viable builds. So
My arms are just too painful for that kind of thing right now.
what's going on with your arms,
Skadoosh.
man?
I just completely wrecked him.
Have you seen a doctor?
No, I really should do
Wrecked
that.
him.
You should go see a doctor.